And for the first time here at the 2026 Chili Bowl Karting Championships, we are coming to the green. Jeremy Pate will see the green flag. We're racing at Triple T.
Pate leads his field down on his number 1, stacked up behind him as they make their way down the back straightaway. See him playing that snake as they work their way through 3 and 4, but give it to that 21 machine of Pate. He's going to lead lap number 1.
Going to look to the inside now. Freight train into turn number 1. Pate's going to lose wholesale ground through turn number 1 and 2. He'll keep on going back. Contact down the back straightaway, but we're going to stay green for now. Into turn number 3 and 4. And still green flag.
Caution will flag on the driver on the back straightaway, hung up on the outside berm. And that could be a big lucky break for the 21 machine of Jeremy Pate.
Going back to the last completed lap, so Pate catches the first big lucky caution of the day. He'll get to go back out front. He got Freight Train there on lap 2 going into turn number 1. But as you can tell, caution comes out. We go back to the last completed lap. So Pate back to the front. Hunter Gonia, Joseph Perry, Blake Norton, Dustin Sanderson, your top 5. I believe the lights are down around the speedway. Pate's going to bring him back to the green flag. 1 of the books, 19 to go in this 20-lap affair. Junior 3 warm-up. I need you in the grid.
Green flag on a fly. Pate leads his field back down into turn number 1. Gagne tucked up underneath that 21 machine as they make their way off of 2, trying to find a way back around them as they work down the back straightaway.
Freight Train into turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 2 is going to go in the books. Pate not going to make the same mistake and go high out of turn number 4 as he leaves the field back. Slips out of turn number 2. Here comes the Freight Train once again, going to the lead.
Gagne leading that Freight Train out front. He's got Perry tucked up underneath him as they work their way back across the start-finish line. Blake Norton, Dustin Sanderson, Mintz now your top 5 as they make their way down the back straightaway.
Into turn number 3 and 4, Hunter Gagne, Joseph Perry puts a couple kartlings over Blake Norton now. Norton in the 3rd spot as the top 2 try to peel away from the rest of the top 5.
Gagne's still got a spotter on the side of the fence up here. Knows he's got company tucked up underneath him. I don't think he needs a spotter for that because Perry is pushing him around Triple T Raceway as they make their way down the back straightaway.
Through 3 and 4, once again a little loose for Gagne. Out of turn number 4, Joseph Perry looking to get around that 32 machine.
Keep an eye on that second pack now. Norton and Sanderson trying to reel in your top 2, trying to see if they can't make a move as they work their way to the back bumper of that 17 machine of Perry. They're going to be a top 4, pretty much nose to tail as they make their way into turn number 1.
Going to come back to 12 laps to go in this one. As Sanderson looks to the inside of Norton out of turn number 3 and 4.
That move is going to bring Mintz back into the mix for your top 5 now, trying to see if they can't track down these leaders one more time. Gagne still holds on to the race lead. Perry rides second. Sanderson, Norton, and Mintz as they work their way across the line. 11 laps to go.
2 by 2 by 1 as Joseph Mintz up to the 5th spot. They're going to see halfway, 10 down, 10 to go at the flag stand right here.
That 2-kart tandem right directly behind your leaders is playing a big factor in this one. They have chased their leaders back down one more time, Jeffrey. You can see them closing that gap big time through 3 and 4.
4-kart breakaway at the front of the field. Joseph Mintz trying to find a sniff of the draft to catch up to your lead quad as Sanderson looks to the inside of Perry down the back straightaway. He's going to go to second and bring Norton with him.
almost got a 2-for-1 special with a little bit more push. He could have made that move on Gagne. Now he's going to make his move to the inside. He's going to take over your race lead up off of turn number 2.
Got to make their way back around to the flag stand for it to be official, but Sanderson to the lead for the moment. Norton to third. That'll put Gagne to second.
It's going to be Sanderson out front. Gagne right in that second spot. Norton, Perry, and Mintz, your top 5. It's been pretty much the same top 5 this whole entire race, just mixing it up between the 5 of them.
You're going to see 5 phalanges in the air next time around. 5 to go, 5 phalanges from your flagman duo here at the Triple T Raceway.
You can see that draft playing a factor one more time. Gagne has a pusher. He's trying to track down Sanderson as they work their way back down into 1. Now he's going to get shuffled out of line. Here comes that 22 machine of Norton.
Norton with a push from Perry. They're going to try to set their sights on the back bumper of that 0-2 machine as they roll through turn number 1 and 2 with 3.5 laps to go around Triple T.
You can see Sanderson starting to drive to the red plate line. He pulls it to the bottom side of the racetrack, down that back straightaway. He's going to do the same thing on the front straightaway. That's going to bring Norton right to the back bumper one more time.
We're going to come back to 2 laps to go. The run from Norton down the back straightaway. No, Sanderson protects through 3 and 4. Bullhorns in the air this time.
2 laps to go, and your leader, Dustin Sanderson, knows it. He holds it to the bottom side as they work their way through 1 and 2. Back to the bottom side one more time, down the back straightaway.
Norton, no help from behind, so he has to hope the draft kicks in. Sanderson's going to block a little bit down the front straightaway. That'll allow Norton to come back to the back bumper.
Trying to see if he can't hang it to the high side. One more final charge as they work their way through 3 and 4. Gets to the back bumper, but not enough to do anything off of turn number 4. Dustin Sanderson going to be your winner.
Dustin Sanderson gets the win in Hobby 425. Blake Norton, Joseph Perry, Hunter Gagne, Joseph Mintz. Your top 5, Jeremy Pate, Timothy Pope, Stephen Hynett, Miles Rochelle, Bennett Kennedy. Your top 10. Walter Tapp looks him over. Spanky Williams is going to lead for the green flag. We are racing here in Junior 3 warm-up.
Pitcher Massengill knows to tail down the back straightaway with Williamson out front. He holds on to that top spot as they work their way through 3 and 4. First driver out of line, that 88 machine of Anthony Legg is Scruggs with a big top block. Caution going to fly. Punch him up through 3 and 4. The green flag will fly. Williamson leads him down into turn number 1. Top 6 with a breakaway over the rest of this pack now as they work their way down the back straightaway. Again, the first one out of line. The 88 machine of Legg going to come to that 4 spot now. Brings Wise with him along with that 94 machine of a Hudson Barrett.
And the yellow flag is going to fly for a go-kart at the top of turn number 3. We're back green flag racing. Williamson's going to bring him to the green.
Williamson has that field stacked up behind him now. Pitcher, it looks like Massengill hung up on each other. Now that's going to cost Massengill a lot of time, and they're going to bottleneck behind him as he's up and around off of turn number 4. A couple of them going to go with him. I believe we're going to have to throw the caution for this one. Caution flag going to fly one more time. Williamson rolls it nice and slow. He's going to bring it to the throttle now. Green flag going to fly off of turn number 4. Back in the green flag conditions here in your Junior 3 warm-up division. It's going to be him, Pitcher, and Scruggs. Your top 3 now down the back straightaway. 1 out of line. Here comes that 88 machine of Legg. He's going to make a move, but it's not going to be for long. Here comes Lane Scruggs to the inside. He's going to come to second.
Scruggs goes to second. Anthony Legg to third. Wise and Barrett as the caution's going to fly once more.
Bunching them up down the back straightaway one more time. Williamson going to bring him back to the green flag. See if he can't fight through this pile of cautions here. And we call this Junior 3 main event. He works his way into turn number 1. Williamson holds on to it. Pitcher going to be in that second spot now. Now Scruggs going to make that move to the back straightaway. Can't quite get it done just yet. He's going to hold on to that 3rd spot.
Out of turn number 4, we're going to finally get a lap in. Yes, we do. Williamson, Pitcher, Scruggs, Legg, Barrett, your top 5.
1 lap in the books, and Spanky Williamson out to a pretty big lead as they work their way through 3 and 4. And we got a pile up in the center of 3 and 4 now. Caution going to have to fly. Rack 'em and stack 'em one more time. Still Williamson, Pitcher, Scruggs, Legg, and now Hudson Barrett, your top 5. 1 lap in the books. Going to bring them to the green flag off of turn number 4.
Back racing here through turn number 1 and 2. Battle for second down the back straightaway, side by side in turn number 3 and 4.
That's going to allow Scruggs to come up to that second spot, one way up off the racetrack. That's that 100 machine of Stone. But Williamson holds on to it down into turn number 1. Try to keep this one rolling if we can. Working our way back down to turn number 1. Got lappers directly in the middle of the racetrack now as they make their way down the back straightaway. Williamson holds on to it. Now the battle's going to be for that second spot. Legg makes his move, brings Barrett along with him, and now Chavis trying to get in the mix as well.
Here comes Braden Chavis all the way from the 11th starting spot into the top 5 now as we come around to complete lap number 5.
10 laps left in this one. Spanky Williamson has jumped his chop shot prepared number 41 machine out to a huge lead. 1.5 second advantage for that over that 88 machine of Anthony Legg, but Legg has company coming. Lane Scruggs, Barrett, and Chavis trying to track them down.
Your gap to the leader, 1.53 seconds the last time around. As there's a pass for the third spot. Here comes Chavis. Lane Scruggs going to lose wholesale ground. He's going to go around off of turn number 4. We're going to stay green for now as we close in on halfway.
They work their way down the back straightaway. Spanky Williamson with a huge lead over that 88 machine of Legg. It's going to be him, Barrett, Chavis, and now Brantley Riggs, your top 5 drivers. A lot of shaking and juking right here in your Junior 3 warm-up division.
Halfway down, halfway to go, 6 to go now. This time for your leader, Spanky Williamson, as he rolls down the back straightaway. Chavis is going to go to third now around Barrett into turn number 3 as they come to 5 to go.
5 laps left here for your Junior 3 warm-up division. He holds on to that top spot down the back straightaway. Spanky Williamson through 3 and 4, coming to 4 to go this time by.
Out of turn number 4, lap traffic, a 1-lap cart in his sights, but it's all Spanky Williamson out front in this one as he rolls down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4 across the start-finish line. 3 laps left in your Junior 3 warm-up main event. He makes his way down the backstretch, coming to 2 to go this time around.
Twin sticks in the air from Carson Mintz. 2 to go for Spanky Williamson as he rolls into turn number 1 and 2. 1.6 seconds the advantage over Anthony Legg.
No pressure at all for Williamson as he works his way through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. White flag going to fly. Jeffrey, take us home.
Spanky Williamson, a race of attrition, a lot of cautions to get this thing underway. We've gone green and checkered ever since. Out of turn number 4, Junior 3 warm-up goes to Spanky Williamson.
He's going to be followed up by Anthony Legg in that second spot. Braden Chavis is going to work from deep in the field. He's going to come to third. Hudson, Barrett, and Declan all come from pretty deep in this one. They're going to finish out your top 5.
Out of turn number 4, we're green flag racing in Junior 1 warm-up.
15 laps of distance for this one. We got one up and around already. That is going to be the 007 of Cash Harrison, I do believe. As the caution flag will fly.
I believe we're green flag racing here.
Pitcher holds on to it down the back straightaway. Wingard and Padula rounding out your top 3 drivers. They work their way up off of turn number 4. 1 lap in the books as they work their way into turn number 1.
Two laps in the books as they roll down the back straightaway. Harris with the block over Satterfield. They fall back into line. Owen Pitcher slowly stretching his lead over Padula. So we got one in the berm. Going into turn number 1, and the rest of the field is going to go around. So the caution will fly here. And we're back green flag racing. Owen Pitcher, Padula, winger to Harris. Satterfield is going to bring him to the green. And we've got 3 around in turn number 2.
I don't think we got all the dust cleared off in 1 and 2. Green flag going to fly one more time. Pitcher still holds on to it down the back straightaway. McPherson going to go up and around, and he's going to get collected by I believe that's the 86 machine. 57 going to get collected as well. He's going to park it up at the top of the racetrack in turn number 3.
We're coming back to the green one more time. Carson Mintz throws the green, 3 laps complete, 12 to go. We work our way through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Pitcher still your leader.
Wingard gets shoved out of line. We got some more company coming now. One up and around. That's that 57 machine. Goes up and around. Going to keep this one green flag racing, trying to get that one up off the speedway.
Pitcher, Elliott, your top 2 now. Winger to 3rd, Moore to 4th, Padula back to 5th.
They work their way down the back straightaway, coming to 9 to go. This time by for Owen. Pitcher out front, out of the inside. Battle for that top spot. Here comes Walker Elliott to the lead.
Oh, wheel hop into turn number 1 and 2. That's going to send Pitcher around in turn number 2.
That's going to bring Zane Moore to the point now. He works his way off of turn number 4 with a caution flag going to fly.
We're going to go back to the green here this time by. So Elliott gets a good jump over Uyghur to Moore. Padula looks to the inside of Moore now. He goes to the 3rd spot through turn number 1 and 2. He's going to set his sights on the back of it. Uyghur down the back straightaway.
They're going to be nose to tail off of turn number 4. Padula ain't going to waste no time. He pulls it to the bottom side of the 215. Coming to the halfway point this next time by now. Wingard way up the racetrack.
Cross flag's going to be in the air. Halfway down, halfway to go. Moore gets the bumper from Pitcher as Padula sets his sights on the back bumper of the 14 machine going into turn number 3.
That last time by, 1/6 of a second separation. See if Padula can knock it down anytime this time by. A 2/10 of a second better that time around. Anthony Padula starting to track down your leader, Walker Elliott.
He's going to start sniffing the draft. Down the front straightaway, 5 phalanges in the air, 5 to go from Walter Tap Padula. Down to 2 kart lengths, 1 kart length to the back bumper of your leader down the back straightaway. He looks to the inside down the back straightaway. Here comes Anthony Padula around Elliott, and he's going to lead lap number 11.
4 laps left in this Junior 1 warm-up main event. Anthony Padula sneaks his way back to the race lead. Elliott now under pressure from that Owen Pitcher machine as he closes that gap big time as they work their way through 3 and 4.
3 laps to go for your leader, Anthony Padula out of Mooresville, North Carolina. A pass for second. Pitcher around Elliott now down the back straightaway.
Last time around, Owen Pitcher has a 4/10 of a second gap to close in on. He's closing it big time as they work their way off of turn number 4. Knocks it down to now 3:06, a separation between first and second with 2 laps left here at the Black Widow.
White flag is going to be in the air for Padula out of turn number 4. 2 kart lengths, the advantage for Padula side by side into turn number 1. Here comes Owen Pitcher. Padula slides through turn number 1 and 2.
Pitcher down to the bottom side as they work their way through 3 and 4. Padula with one last shot at it as he works his way off of turn number 4. Can't get it done. Owen Pitcher with a last lap move going to take the lead, and he's going to take that win.
Last lap pass for the win. Owen Pitcher gets it done. Anthony Padula second. Walker Elliott third. Zane Moore fourth, and Cash Hairston rounds out your top 5.
They're going to be nose to tail down the back straightaway. Cole going to bring them down to a walking pace as they work their way into 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Green flag going to fly, and Daniel Cole going to lead this field off into turn number 1. It's going to be him, Seeley, and Tyler Gore, your top 3 now. Gore going to get squirrely as he works his way up off of turn number 2. That's going to cost Bryson Duncan a lot of time.
Out of turn number 4, give lap number 1 to the 629 of Tyler Cole. Daniel Cole. Tyler Seeley second. Tyler Gore third as we roll down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4.
Going to bring it back to nose to tail. Seeley trying to see where he can make his move around Cole. Trying to get some separation over them and that 548 of Tyler Gore now. Seeley to the bottom side. Cole's going to play defensive now as they work their way into turn number 3.
Cole's going to lose wholesale ground. 3, 4, 5 positions as not a surprise here. Tyler Seeley in the 86 machine goes to the point.
He's going to jump up to that top spot. Gore comes in second. Bryce Nipper now your top 3. They're going to be followed up by Chance Floyd, and then your pole sitter, the Daniel Cole machine, as they work their way down the back straightaway. Cole
shoots around Chance Floyd to the 4th spot with some drafting help. So Daniel Cole trying to rebound as we work lap number 5 of this 15-lap affair.
10 laps left in this main event. Daniel Cole and Bryson Duncan are going to try to see if they can't bring them and Clay Bellamy along to the front of this pack as they work their way back down into 1.
Through turns number 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway, Sealy about a 4-cart length advantage over second place running Tyler Gore. Bryce Nipper, Daniel Cole, Bryson Duncan, as they are going to see halfway down, halfway to go. This time by from Walter Tout.
Duncan going to make that move to that 4 spot now. Bellamy's going to give him a shot down the front straightaway to try to close that gap one more time. All of them are chasing after that 86 machine of Sealy out front. Tyler Gore rides second. Bryce Nipper now is Duncan and Bellamy, your top 5 drivers.
260 was the advantage last time. This time, .257 for Tyler Gore. Trying to get a sniff of the draft here to run down the 86, but Tyler Sealy, no slouch here around the Black Widow. 5 phalanges in the air, 5 to go from Walter Tout.
5 laps left for your race leader. Sealy holds on to it. Gore trying to see where he can find a little bit of time to close that gap that last time by. 2.26 of separation. He's going to knock it down to 181 this time around.
Tyler Gore's going to be there. He's going to catch the draft down the back straightaway. Tyler Gore has run down your leader this time by at the line. He's lost a little bit of room, but lap traffic able to get.
The battle's going to be on. Battle's going to be on for that 3rd spot. Duncan trying to make that move. He's going to complete that pass around Nipper. Brings Bellamy along with them. They're going to set their sights on the race leaders with 2 laps to go. Coming to the white flag this time by for your race leader, Tyler Sealy. Jeffrey, take us home.
Tyler Sealy's going to see the white flag as we go double box here on your TV screen. Battle for the lead and battle for 3rd, but through 3 and 4 lap cards, not going to be too big of an issue. Tyler Sealy's going to win. No pro warm-up here at Triple T. Tyler Gore 2nd, Clay Bellamy 3rd, Bryson Duncan 4th, Daniel Cole will round out your top 5.
Green flag going to fly now. Lately Smith going to lead this field down into turn number 1. It's going to be him and that 100 machine of McPherson as they work their way through 3 and 4.
Bladley Smith to lead lap number 1, Rick McPherson, Hagen Idle, Cade McPherson, Sawyer Meggs rounds out your top 5 as they race down the back straightaway. Here comes McPherson to get around Idle for that 3rd spot, 2 in the books.
2 down, 13 to go for the red plate main event. Bladley Smith still holds on to it down the back straightaway. Has jotted out to about a 7/10 of an advantage over that 2nd place machine of McPherson. No pressure from behind as Smith holds on to it. McPherson going to be 2nd. Rhett McPherson, excuse me. Cade McPherson going to be 3rd. As they work their way back down into turn number 1.
Smith going to come around and put lap number 5 in the books, 10 to go in this red plate main event as he stretched out a 1.5-second advantage over the McPherson brothers, running 2nd and 3rd. Hagen Idle 4th, Sawyer Meggs in that 5th spot.
Should have Flathead Limited warm-up in the grid. Flathead Limited warm-up. You should be in the grid for your main event. Flathead Limited warm-up. You should be in the grid for your main event. Again, I need Flathead Limited warm-up in the grid for your main event as lap traffic starting to play a little bit of a factor here. As Smith trying to put a couple drivers a lap now down the back straightaway. Coming to 7 to go. This time by for your race leader.
Lap number 8 going in the books. Cross flags in the air. Halfway down, halfway to go. Your leader, Bladley Smith, rolls down the back straightaway. Lap traffic going to play a hand here for Rhett McPherson out of turn number 4. Still can't shake lap traffic through turn 1 and 2. McPherson looks to the inside of the lap cart. Once again, they roll down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Nothing else has really changed in the running order as we get ready to see 5 phalanges in the air, 5 to go. Bladley Smith, Rhett McPherson, Cade McPherson, Hagan Idle, Sawyer Meggs. McPherson going a lap down again.
Flathead limited warm-up. Your time is now. Flathead limited warm-up. Your time is now. We need you in the grid, please. Flathead limited warm-up. Your time is now. Bladley Smith still holds on to it as he approaches the 2-to-go mark. 2 laps left. They work their way into 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Smith with nothing but daylight between him and Rhett McPherson as they work their way through 3 and 4. White flag on a fly here at the Black Widow. Flathead limited warm-up. I need you in the grid. Flathead limited warm-up. I need you in the grid, please. Flathead limited warm-up. Your time is now. Flathead limited warm-up. Your time is now off of turn number 4. Checker flag on a fly. Bladley Smith going to pick up the win. Rhett McPherson going to come home second. Cade McPherson going to be third. And it's going to be Hagan Idle and Sawyer Meggs rounding out your field.
We're coming to the green. Williamson, Walter Tapp, throws the green flag. We're green flag race and Flathead limited warm-up.
Williamson going to lead his field down into number 1 now to the inside. Here comes that 119 of Botter. He's going to make his move. Brings Adams along with him. They're going to jump it up right behind him. Holmes way up the racetrack. He's going to go up and around. Caution flag going to fly through 3 and 4. I think we're going to go green flag, and we're going to run off into turn number 1.
Williamson gets a run on that start. Tommy Botter, Steven Adams, Doug Sterling. Steven Adams, Doug Sterling, Bradley Carter, Bryson Murray, Dylan Brown, your top 5 as we come around to complete lap number 2.
Adams makes his move. He's to the inside of Holmes. Now he's got company. Here comes Sterling side by side for that 4th spot. It's going to be Williamson out front. Botter rides second. Adams, Holmes, and now your top 5 is going to round out by Doug Sterling up off of turn number 4.
Through turn number 1 and 2. Botter with a run down the back straightaway. 2 cart lengths separate your top 2 you see on your screen here on Sports Action TV.
Williamson starting to feel a little bit of pressure. Here comes Botter starting to breathe down his neck down the back straightaway.
5 down, 10 to go in Flathead limited warm-up. Williamson, Botter, Adams, Searley, Holmes, your top 5.
Nose to tail for the race lead. Williamson holds on to it. Botter now putting the pressure on him to the inside. Side by side for your top spot. Tommy Botter goes to the point.
Botter gets around the 811 and trying to check out on this one as we come back. Next time by, you'll see halfway down, halfway to go. 8 complete, 7 to go coming to you.
Coming to the halfway point. This time by for race leader Tommy Botter. The Platinum by Charger Racing Chassis holds on to it. Williamson rides in that 2nd spot. Adams now under pressure from Sterling as he has closed that gap. Sterling to the inside for 3rd.
Sterling to 3rd. He has 6 laps to run down Botter and Williamson. 5 flanges in the air, 5 to go for your leader, Tommy Botter, out of turn number 4.
Botter with no pressure from behind. Picked up the Pro Limited win last year at this event. Trying to see if he can't go back-to-back. Going to see if he can't kick it off with the limited warm-up division as he works his way out for 4. 4 laps left for Tommy Botter out front.
Botter stretching the lead out now. Over a half a second advantage over Chase Williamson as they roll down the back straightaway here at the Black Widow. 3 to go this time by for your leader.
These 2 out front are 2 that you could never count out at any race around this area. Tommy Botter has a lot of laps and a lot of wins at this place. He's trying to see if he can't pick up one more as we get 2 laps to go this time by.
Bullhorns in the air, 2 to go. Tommy Botter's going to roll down the back straightaway. Chase Williamson stands running out of the hourglasses. White flag is in there for your leader.
One more trip around the Black Widow here at Triple T Raceway. He makes his way down the back straightaway for the final time here in your limited warm-up main event through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Tucker flag on the fly. Tommy Botter wins your limited warm-up main event.
Clone heavy warm-up. Clone heavy warm-up. I need you in the grid. Clone heavy warm-up. I need you in the grid. Let's roll. Austin Lynn, Owen Tate, junior sportsman. Tate goes around and turn number 2, and the caution's going to fly. Clone heavy warm-up. Let's go. Clone heavy warm-up. I have one of you. I need a lot more in the grid.
Clone heavy warm-up. Your time is now. Clone heavy warm-up. We need you in the grid, please. Again, clone heavy warm-up. I need you in the grid, please. Austin Lynn leads his field back to the green flag. Green flag as they work their way up off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Lynn in control. Tate going to ride second as they work their way through 3 and 4.
Clone heavy warm-up. You have less than 2 minutes to be on the grid. Clone heavy warm-up. We will not wait on you. As soon as the checker flag flies for this one, we're rolling you. Clone heavy warm-up. As soon as this feature event is over, we are rolling your main event. So be sat down on the grid ready to go. Austin Lynn has led from the drop of the green so far. Owen Tate gives chase down the back straightaway. A little over 1 second advantage for Lynn as they roll through turn number 3 and 4. 5 down, 10 to go in this one.
Lynn just maintaining pace, just trying to see if he can't maintain clean and smooth as he works his way down the back straightaway here. No pressure from behind as the 22 machine works his way through 3 and 4. 9 laps to go. 6 laps in the books here for your junior sportsman champ main event. Clone heavy warm up. You should be in the grid.
Lynn's going to come around to complete lap number 7. We'll come back and see cross flags in the air. We'll be halfway down, halfway to go. Clone heavy warm-up. Clone heavy warm-up. You have less than 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Clone heavy warm-up. I need you on the grid. Clone heavy warm-up. Final call. I need you to the grid. Let's roll. Austin Lynn still out front by over 3.5 seconds now, as we are 9 laps into this one. 6 to go for your junior sportsman champ main event here at the Black Widow Triple T Raceway.
5 laps to go for Lynn out front. A Saturday night cruise here in St. Pauls, North Carolina for that 22 machine. He holds on to it down the back straightaway as they work their way through 3 and 4. You can see Owen Tate on your screen right now. He holds on to it above for turn number 2. That's going to be your second place driver.
4 laps to go. We are coming back to 2 to go for Austin Lynn. Owen Tate over 6 seconds behind your leader as Austin Lynn sees 2 to go this time around. He's going to come back and see the white from Walter Tout. Through 3 and 4 to the 22 of Austin Lynn. We'll see the white. There goes Owen Tate. Through 3 and 4 for the final time, your junior sportsman champ main event winner is going to be Austin Lynn in 22. And Owen Tate will finish second in this one for junior sportsman champ. Coming to the green, and we're racing here in Clone heavy warm-up. As Armstrong gets a good couple of cart length advantage on the start, but that draft's going to kick in. They're going to reel that 9 machine right back in as he's in the lead lap number 1.
He's going to lead lap number 1. Dylan Brown gets a little breakaway over the rest of this pack as Timothy Holmes has a lot of fire coming from Botter. Botter going to make his move. He's going to bring that 100 machine of Murray right along with him.
Out of turn number 4, Botter going to sneak up to the back bumper of that 9 machine. Armstrong still out front, able to maintain about a 1 kart length advantage down the back straightaway.
Murray ain't wasting no time. Throws a last-minute dive bomb on that 119 of Botter. Gets him shoved out of the line. That's going to allow Brown and Armstrong to get away from this field as they work their way down the back straightaway.
Armstrong, Brown, Murray, Holmes, Reed, your top 5 as we roll through this one so far. Lap 4:15 going in the books.
Armstrong holds on to it, about a 3 kart length advantage now as he works his way through 3 and 4, trying to see if they can hold off. But they got company coming. Bryson Murray trying to reel in your leaders out in that 3rd spot.
Down the back straightaway, 6 laps going in the book, 9 to go. As no change out front so far. Armstrong, Brown, Murray, Holmes, Johnson, your top 5.
Pretty much even distance between 1st and 2nd, but now 3rd has company coming. Holmes to the inside. Here comes Cole Johnson to the bottom side. He's going to bring some company along with him.
Cole Johnson, Chase Williamson get around the 0-5 of Timothy Holmes as we get ready. Halfway down, halfway to go. Cross flags in the air for your field as they roll down the back straightaway.
Murray has closed his gap in big time on that 16 machine of Brown. Brown gets a good run through 3 and 4. Johnson and Williamson trying to see if they can't get up in here and dice it up with these leaders now. Williamson to the bottom side, side by side for that 4th spot.
Armstrong enjoying a 0.3 of a second advantage as 5 phalanges go in the air, 5 to go in this one. Armstrong that time stretches the lead out almost 0.4 of a second now as he pulls away into turn number 3 and 4.
If the 2nd through 5th or 4th could get together, they could track down your leader of Armstrong. Right now, Dylan Brown leads that pack. Murray closes that gap big time now. Here comes Murray to the inside. Side by side, they're going to wheel hop. That's going to allow Williamson to take over that 2nd spot.
2 for 1 special for Chase Williamson through turn number 3 and 4. Contact between Brown and Murray as Williamson over a half a second disadvantage this time as they see 2 to go at the flag stand.
2 laps to go. Armstrong out front holds on to it as they work their way through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Armstrong, Williamson, and Murray, your top 3.
Can Williamson run down Armstrong? White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go in this one. Here comes the 8-11 down the back straightaway. He's going to have a run into turn number 3. Through 3 and 4. 1 last ditch effort out of turn number 4. Daniel Armstrong wins a thriller here in Clone Heavy warm-up.
Williamson with a shot at it at the end there, but I think the only way he was going to get to him is if he actually cleared him out.
Green flag flies. We are racing here in Junior 2 warm-up.
First look at your Junior 2 division here tonight now is want to waste no time. Got 2 of them up and around off of turn number 2. That's going to be Padula, and I did not get to see that other one.
The caution will fly. We're going to re-rack them, restack them just as they.
Chavis gets jumped out down the back straightaway. The battle's going to be on for that 2nd. Staton makes that move on Padula, slides him back a spot. And they're going to set their sights on that 94 machine of Braden Chavis out front. 1 lap in the books. And the caution's going to fly. Bunched up one more time up off of turn number 2. Through 3 and 4. Chavis going to hold on to it. Green flag back underway. Chavis going to lead them back into 1. We got 1 up and out of the line already. That's going to be that 7 of Brock Anderson. Tough break for that young driver now. Chavis leads his field down the back straightaway. But they're going to ride in that 2nd spot now as they work their way through 3 and 4. Chavis going to click off another one now. 2 laps in the books, 13 laps to go. The pressure's going to be off for Padilla. Staton trying to make that move to the bottom side. She's got company. Raylan Morris knocking on the back door as they work their way through 3 and 4. It's going to be Morris, Lynn, and now Parker, your top 6 drivers.
Down the back straightaway. Braden Chavis is stretched out the lead over Padula. Almost a half a second now for the driver of that 94 machine as the 22P of Anthony Padula slowly reels back in your leader.
Padula finally got that 22 to sit down now. He sets his sights back on that 94. Knocks it down to a 10.5 lead. He's nose to tail up off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway side by side into turn number 3. Padula is going to go to the lead. Chavis is going to go to second. He's going to regroup and set his sights back on the 22P as two very fast go-karts at the front of the field.
Back to nose to tail. Padula has company. Chavis knocking on the back door as they work their way through 3 and 4. 9 laps to go. Now Chavis starting to get a little antsy.
Contact down the front straightaway. We got a cart length advantage for your leaders. They head back into turn number 3.
The Armstrong Performance, number 22P of Padula, trying to see if he can't best the 94. Matt Cannell prepared entry of Brayden and Chavis now side by side. Here comes Chavis to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to take over your race lead one more time.
Cross flags in the air, halfway down, halfway to go. There's no worries, Motorsports. Number 94 goes back to the lead. Padula's trying to regather his thoughts. Hard hit in turn number 1 and 2.
Nose to tail one more time as they work their way down through that 1 and 2 corner. But
still are green in this one.
Keep an eye on that Ford machine of Macy Staton from Centerville, Indiana, trying to see if they can't hold on to that 3rd spot. Pressure starting to be put on by that 89 machine of Morris. They're going to be nose to tail down the back straightaway. Trying to get some of those drivers cleared up at the top side of the racetrack. The battle's still hot and heavy for your race lead. Chavis holds on to it. Padula going to try to see if he can't make that move. 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go this next time around.
2 to go for your lead duo on your TV screen. Padula, Chavis. Padula giving chase once again. A cart length separates your lead duo down the back straightaway.
A slip off at turn number 2 going to cost him a lot of time now. He approaches the white flag. One more lap around. He's got a big momentum to the inside, trying to make that move on Chavis for the last time down the back straightaway. Chavis holds on to it, but he's looking to ride in that 2nd spot through 3 and 4. On the turn number 4, he's going to hold out on it. Give Brayden Chavis the win.
Chavis will win Junior 2 warm-up. Anthony Padula, Chase Parker, Macy Staton, Zane Moore, your top 5.
Hebner going to roll him down to the green.
Green flag is out. Carson Mitch into turn number 1 and 2. Bumper to bumper down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Hebner's going to lead lap number 1.
Hebner leads lap 1. O'Connor and Wyatt trying to see where they can move that move on that 7 machine as they work their way up on turn number 2, Yarborough. And now that's going to be that number 29 machine, it looks like, of Terry Caples. That's the 20 of Colin Richardson, excuse me.
You have to remember, Yarborough gone crate late model racing, so it's been a while since he's been in the seat. He's going to look to the inside of Wyatt for that 3rd spot.
He's going to take that spot over. Richardson now trying to put the pressure on him. They got a bumper full of them as they work their way through 1 and 2.
O'Connor's going to pull up to the back bumper of Hebner. About a 4 cart length advantage over the 94 machine is Austin Yarborough. He's going to reel in your lead duo down the back straightaway. He's bringing Colin Richardson with him.
A battle deeper in the pack. McDonald trying to make that move on your pole sitter for the Pro Division. Brad Scruggs. Now we got a battle for 2nd. Yarborough to the inside, sets his sights on your race leader now.
Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. You see your lead quad coming out of turn number 4. Yarborough's going to look to the inside on Hebner into turn number 1. Yarborough's going to take the lead.
Keep an eye on a little bit deeper in the pack. That 24 machine of McDonald trying to track down your leaders. Won some of the biggest races ever in a go-kart. Now he's trying to see if he can't pick up a super heavy win here at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
Going to come back to halfway. Going to be 8 down, 7 to go at the line. This time cross flags in the air for your field out of turn number 4.
Yarborough holds on to it. Ryan Hebner, Timothy O'Connor, Colin Richardson, and Justin McDonald, your top 5 down the back chute.
Yarborough able to pull a couple cart links on the rest of the top 5 now. As the top 6 or 7 now, you see in your TV screen rolling down the back straightaways. Yarborough pulls away by about 6 cart links now.
Baby Wayne makes a big move to the bottom side, tries to make that move on 3rd. Colin Richardson now going to get him jumbled up behind him. Still Yarborough out front in this one.
Down the back straightaway. Last time around, almost half a second the advantage for your leader, Ryan Hebner. Trying to give that 94 chase as they roll through turn number 1 and 2. O'Connor, Richardson, Justin McDonald now breaks into the top 5.
Connell has found some on that 94 machine. He holds on to your top spot. Cooking off laps about 2/10 better than the rest of the pack now as Hefner rides second. O'Connor, McDonald, and now Dwayne Wade has worked his way into the top 5.
Twin sticks in the air, bullhorns in the air from Carson Mentz's 94 of Yarborough. Siege, 2 to go. Hefner losing time in the hourglass as they roll down the back straightaway.
Pro Limited, you should be ready to go in the grid. Pro Limited should be ready to go in the grid as Yarborough holds on to it above turn number 4. White flag on the fly. One more trip around the Triple T Raceway here as he works his way up off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Back in a go-kart like a bicycle. Yarborough goes to victory lane in the 94 machine. Ryan Hefner second, O'Connor third, Justin McDonald fourth. Dwayne Wade up to 5th. And that is your top 5 here in super heavy warm-up. Coming to the green, Chase Williamson. Cole Johnson going to bring him to the green here.
Johnson leads his field down in the 1 and 2. Now Williamson going to close that gap down the back straightaway. Nose to tail for that top spot here in your Pro Limited main event. But give lap number 1 to that 33 machine of Cole Johnson.
Cole Johnson, Williamson, Steven Adams, Connor Pate rolling down the back straightaway. Top 4 single file.
Keep an eye on that 7 machine of Pate. He is one of those drivers that has cut his teeth here at Triple T, so he's certainly going to try his best to be in the mix. We got one up and around. Caution will fly. Bringing them up through the gearbox. Cole Johnson going to bring them back to the green flag. Green flag back underway here in your Pro Limited.
Johnson's going to lead him down into turn number 1 and 2. Puts a couple kartlings over the 811 machine. The 41 in tow. As we got a melee in turn number 3 and 4. Doug Steerley's going to go around.
One car goes around, going to get it pointed back in the right direction and come to a stop in the middle of the racetrack. That was the 86 of Sterling.
Lights are down around the speedway. Going to look to get some green flag action in here as we are back underway. Johnson, Williamson get a good jump out of turn number 4.
Tough break for Steven Adams. He's going to have a bumper full of Connor Pate as they work their way into 1 and 2 now, trying to make up some ground. Issues on the 33 of Johnson. He's up and out of here now. Williamson, your race leader. Actually, Steven Adams, your race leader. Excuse me.
Wholesale ground lost on the 33 machines. Problems out of turn number 2. We got one around again in turn number 2 as Johnson's going to take it pit side. We're back out front. Steven Adams, Williamson.
Adams, terrible restart that last time, but it played into his hand as the 67 of Carter going to go up and around. Going to need a cranker for that driver. Time around, going to be green flag up off of turn number 4.
Williamson, Adams going to bring him back to the green. They roll through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes a charge for the second spot as they come out of turn number 4.
Adams doing everything he can to get that 811 off the bottom side of the racetrack. Williamson holds on to it. Adams going to ride second. Connor Payton, Bryson Murray, your top 3 now. Adams tries to make his move, but can't quite get there just yet.
Nose to tail through the top 4. That lead quad tries to break away from the rest of the field. Williamson pushes a little bit out of turn number 2. Here comes Pate looking for second.
Pate trying to see if he can't find a way around that 41 of Adams. Adams trying to see if he can't find a way around your race leader. 5 laps in and still 20 to go.
Down the back straightaway, everyone's kind of riding where they're at for the time being. As I say that, Bryson Murray looks to the inside of Pate down the front straightaway.
Top 5 right now as they ride. Chase Williamson, your leader. Steven Adams rides second. Connor Pate, Bryson Murray, and now Jesse Riggins, your top 5 drivers.
Jesse Riggins sets his sights on that lead quad. There's more problems throughout the field for different drivers, but we stay green down the front straightaway.
Keep an eye right outside that top 5. If you look right now, right in that 7th position, Tommy Botter has trying to track them down 16th where he started. He has now made his way up to 6th after he sends Banker around off the nose of the 119.
Could not count him out. Started 16th up to the 6th spot now, trying to break into the top 5.
He's got a long way to go and a full main event to get there now as he holds on to that 6th spot, But out front is still Williamson, Adams, Connor Payton, Bryson Murray.
No change out front as Williamson kind of running a wider line down the back straightaway, trying to get a little bit of arc, maintain the momentum down the back straightaway as we put another lap in the books. Halfway down, halfway to go.
That line right now is 5, but if Steven Adams gets even a half a car length closer, that could be a big advantage for him to make his move as we got a battle for third. Here comes Bryson Murray to the third spot.
Payton will fall back to fourth, but back out front, the top two have broke away from your third and fourth place running go-karts. So there you see double box here on Sports Action TV.
See on the left side of your screen at 811 of Chavis, or Williamson, your leader, excuse me. Adams rides in second. Then the right side of your screen, I do believe, is that third and fourth place driver of Murray and Pate.
10 to go. We're going to see 9 this time by. Can Adams make anything happen on the 811 MC Motorsports machine?
10 laps left in this one. 9 laps to go now for Chase Williamson. Starting to spread out that race lead just a little bit over that 41 machine of Adams. Does Adams have anything left in the tank? Does he have one more charge for the back bumper?
Balder breaks into the top 5. All he needs is a caution. He's right back in it. We're hoping for a PSG. Please stay green in this one. 7 to go at the line.
Balder ain't wasting no time to the inside of Connor Pate for the 4th spot. He's going to come to that 4th position now, but he's got a long track to the back bumper of your third place driver of Bryson Murray.
6 laps to go in this one. Williamson able to maintain his 2 to 3 go-kart advantage over the 41 of Steven Adams.
Adams knocks it down just a smidge every time around now. This time around, 5 laps to go, a 10.5 second separation between your top 2.
1 kart lengthy advantage. You see it there on the left side of double box here in Sports Action TV. 4 laps to go in this one. Can Steven Adams pull off something here in the closing laps?
He's knocked it down to a nose lane. He loses a little ground in 3 and 4. He's going to go to a single screen for the race lead. Steven Adams trying to knock down Chase Williamson, the big winner last week. Can he be an upset victory right here? They're through 3 and 4. Coming to 2 laps to go. Adams is there to the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Steven Adams.
Adams slides in front of the 811 machine down the back straightaway. The battle is on for the win. White flag is out from Walter Tapp. Out of turn number 4, Steven Adams sees a white flag. Chase Williamson is there. Contact down the front straightaway. Will Williamson put the bumper to Steven Adams. Down the back straightaway for the final time through turn number 34. $2,000 goes to Little Donkey Steven Adams. Chase Williamson second. Bryson Murray third. Tommy Balder fourth. Doug Steerley rounds out your top 5. Bradley Carter 6th, Jesse Reagan 7th, Connor Pate 8th, Zane Butler 9th, Chubb Shockley rounds out your top 10.
Steven Adams, you were able to make a last-ditch, last-move effort right there on Williamson. Man, take me through them last 5 laps here in your pro limited main.
Man, I was just ready for it to be over. I was hanging a lot too. I'm old. But, Chase is hard to beat, man. And I knew, right there through 5 to go, I had to, just grit, get down and get it. Like I said, and I love racing against Chase, man. He brings the best out of you. Him, Matt Connell, everybody. I just can't thank everybody at Chop Shop enough, man, for giving me the opportunity. Steve Vaughn for the motor, Boomer, Scott, everybody at Charger Racing Chassis, Triple Play Bets, Donnie Nall for the clutches, Charger Racing Chassis, Donnie Nall for the prep, Wendell Chavis, Jessica of No Worries Motorsports for all the help they give us. Everybody, it's Scotland Designs, Nitro Gears, man, the list goes on and on. But all my help every week, it's great.
Well, man, this has been one deadly combination back in the past. You and Chops teamed up back together. This is just a future of things to come, or you think this is just one of them that you're happy to have?
We've been running good. I've been back when this is my 5th weekend. He supplies me everything I need. Boomer at Chargers, they supply me with everything I need to compete every week, and it's just on me to get it done.
Well, you got it done here in your pro limited main event. Steven Adams, your pro limited main event here at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
Thank you, sir.
got a hard hit over in turn at number 1 and 2.
I'll have them bunched up one more time. Foster Smith is your leader. Then it's going to be the 41 of Williamson. Chave is going to be third. Rounding out your top three. Now, I believe it's going to be Bumgarner, Staten, and Stone rounding out your top five. We're under green flag conditions now as we race all into turn number 1. Nose to tail down the back straightaway. Smithy's going to lead the snake as he works his way down into turn number 1. We got trying to hold on to it. Bumgarner now works his way up to that third spot. To the end of inside. Here comes Williamson making that move on Smithies. And a caution is going to fly. Away. Foster Smithies leads him to the green flag. I should have Pro Junior 1 in the grid. Pro Junior 1 in the grid. No Pro Shootout. Be on your way. No Pro Shootout. Be on your way. Again, I need Pro Junior 1 in the grid. Pro Junior 1 in the grid. The battle's for that top spot. Here comes Williamson to the bottom side. Side by side as they work their way through 3 and 4. Spanky Williamson going to lead this one. Williamson holds on to it. Smithies now in that second spot. Bumgarner. Staten rounding out your top 4 now. Jaden Stone getting shoved out of line. Here comes that 88 machine of Anthony Legg to the inside for that 5th spot. Down the back straightaway, Foster Smithies trying to see if he can track down your leader one more time. Spanky Williamson out front. Last time by, he was 0.3 of a second better. Same thing this time around. Spanky Williamson got that 41 set up on kill now as he works his way down the back straightaway. Legg going to make his move. He comes to that 4th spot now, trying to set his sights in your top 3. Bumgarner directly in front of him. Now Bumgarner to the inside, trying to make that move on Smithies. Smithies going to slide back a spot. Legg going to close that gap as they work their way through 3 and 4. Legg going to come to 3rd now, sets his sights on your 2nd place driver, but it's going to be a hard time to roll down that 41 of Williamson, a 12.718 the last time around, trying to see if he can't match it this time as they work their way through 1 and 2. 8 laps in the books, 12 laps to go as they work their way down the back straightaway. Legg ain't wasting no time to the inside to that 2nd spot. Anthony Legg comes to 2nd now. He's trying to set his sights on that 141 out front. He holds on to 2nd. Williamson with a blistering lead down the back straightaway. No pressure from behind as they work their way through 3 and 4. 10 down, 10 to go. Halfway down for Spanky Williamson. That last time by, the separation was 1.4 seconds. He's going to have to be over 1/10 of a second better to try to track him down as they work their way up on to number 4. He's got company coming. Anthony Legg trying to reel him in. He knocks it down about 1/10 and a half that time by, trying to see if he can't drive him down. Williamson holds on to it. Legg going to be in that 2nd spot. Bumgarner still rounding out your top 3 as they are trying to see everything they can to track down Spanky Williamson. Last time by, a 1.1 second advantage for Williamson. Legg trying to see if he's got anything. He's got 7 laps to get it done. He's got 1.1 second advantage to knock off. They work their way through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Williamson in control of this one. No pressure from behind as you can see the distance between him and that 2nd place driver, Legg. Fastest man on the racetrack that last time by, right in that 3rd spot, but I don't think it's going to be enough as he gets shuffled out of the line. Smithies comes back to 3rd. Now Bumgarner putting the pressure on him, but it's all chasing that 41 machine of Spanky Williamson out front. Williamson works his way through 3 and 4 up off of turn number 4. 4 more trips around the Black Widow to pick up a Pro Junior 3 main event win. Trying to see if he can get some momentum for next weekend to see if he can claim his high roller victory here at the Mach 3 Series next weekend here at Triple T. Williamson's got 3 more laps to get it, hold on to it, trying to get some momentum built up for the 2026 season. He makes his way down the back straightaway. through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. 2 sticks in the air, popsicle sticks as they work their way across the line. Williamson holds on to it, Legg, Smithies, Massengill, and Barrett now your top 5 drivers as they work their way down the backstretch. Now Foster Smithy going to make his move on Anthony Legg, but it's going to be the white flags out for the Chop Shop Prepared. Charger Racing Chassis number 1, driven by Spanky Williamson. He makes his final trip down the back straightaway here at the Black Widow through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Spanky Williamson going to pick one up. Smithies comes home second. Massengill works his way up to third. Anthony Legg and Jaden Stone round out your top 5.
Carson Mintz going to wave the green out of turn number 4. We're back racing here in Pro Junior 1. No pro shootout. No pro shootout. You should be in the grid. No pro shootout. You should be in the grid. Once again, no pro shootout. You need to be in the grid. Chili Bowl, open modified, be making your final preparations.
Green flag back underway now as they work their way into turn number 1. The battle's going to be on for that top spot as Pitcher tries to make the move, but now here comes Walker Elliott trying to get in the mix. He's going to be to the inside. He's going to take your 2-for-1 special. Walker Elliott goes to the race lead. Wingard comes to second. Harris, now Padula, and Moore are going to round out the top 5 drivers.
Walker Elliott out front. Griffin Harris second. Anthony Padula third. Zane Moore fourth. And Charlie Winger rounds out your top 5 as we come around to complete lap number 3. 3 laps in the books. We got 1 sitting at the top of turn number 4. And the caution is going to fly one more time.
That is going to be for the 22P of Anthony Padula. Caution going to fly.
With 2 laps in the books, Walker Elliott, Griffin Harris, Zane Moore, Charlie Wingard coming to the green.
We'll lead them off into 1 and 2. That Elliott machine holds on to it, but not for long. He's got pressure to the inside. Here comes Harris trying to make some moves. He's going to get shuffled out of the line, though. Elliott still maintains that race lead. Going to put another one in the books. 17 laps to go here for your Pro Junior 1 main event.
$1,000 on the line here as Zane Moore looks to the inside of Harris down the back straightaway. He's going to go to the second spot. Moore back to second, Harris to third.
Got a battle a little bit deeper in the pack now. As Tubman going to go around in turn number 1.
Oh,
big wreck in 1 and 2. Caution going to have to fly. Back under green flag conditions here in this one. 16 laps still left in the books. And it's Walker Elliott out front. Zane Moore rides second. Then Griffin Harris rounding out your top 3. They're going to bunch up through 1 and 2. Now Harris going to try to make that move to the bottom side, get Moore up off the top side of the racetrack. Big wreck off of turn number 2. And the caution flag will fly.
Second call. Chili Bowl open modified. Please be making your way to the grid. Make your final preparations. No pro shootout. You're up first. Chili Bowl open modified. Please be making your final preparations. Again, second call. Chili Bowl open modified.
Back under green flag conditions here in your Junior 1 Pro main event. Walker Elliott has walked out on the rest of this field now as Harris rides in that second spot. Padula going to be third as they make their way down the back straightaway. Griffin Harris rides in that second spot. Padula rides third, but they're all chasing after that 14 machine of Walker Elliott as he holds on to it down the backstretch. Elliott with a blistering lap that last time by. Trying to see if we can hold on to it. Nobody able to touch that 14 machine as we come to 11 laps left in this one. 9 laps in the books. 11 laps to go, and it's been the Walker Elliott show so far. Halfway down for Walker Elliott. 10 down, 10 to go. Elliott holds on to it as he works his way off into turn number 1. We should have no pro shootout in the grid. No pro shootout. Please be in the grid for your main event. Open modified. Be on your way.
$1,000 on the line. Walker Elliott walking away with this one so far as we close in on 8 laps to go in this one. And the caution flag is out.
As they work their way down the back straightaway, going to come to green flag. Halfway down, 10 laps still to go here in this one as they work their way up off of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. Elliott going to lead more, and that 29 machine of, or 29 machine of pitcher down in this number 1.
Down the back straightaway in turn number 3 and 4, looking to clear. Halfway down this one, we've got 9 laps to go. Elliott, Moore, pitcher, Padula, your top 4.
Second and third, making a little charge at Walker Elliott, trying to see if now the 80 going to go up and around again. Going to roll it down in the groove, and we're going to keep this one rolling, I do believe. He's going to get it off the racetrack. Battles on for the top spot now. Moore putting the pressure on Elliott as they work their way across the start-finish line.
Advantage at the line that time was .111 for Elliott as they roll down into 3 and 4. Moore trying to put a move on your leader as we come in on 6 laps to go.
He closed the gap a little bit one more time. Zane Moore trying to see what he can do to work his way around that 14 machine of Walker Elliott. About a kart length separation now as they work their way off of turn number 4. 5 more trips around the Black Widow for your Pro Junior 1 main event.
Elliott able to stretch the lead out a little bit over Moore as they work their way through 3 and 4 laps to go at the line. Nothing really changing the running order since we went back green, but battle for the lead out of turn number 2.
Closes that gap big time down the back straightaway. Now a kart length and a half separation between Elliott and Moore as they work their way up off of turn number 4. 3 more trips around the Black Widow for Walker Elliott to claim this Pro Junior 1 main event win.
Leader's going to see twin sticks in the air, popsicle sticks in the air, 2 to go from Flagman Walter Tapp as we close in on the end of this Pro Junior 1 main event.
Elliott now has stretched his lead out just a little bit over that Zane Moore entry as they work their way off of turn number 4. White flag on a fly. Elliott for his final time into turn number 1. No pressure from behind as he works his way down the back straightaway. Trying to see if he can seal this one off as he works his way through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Walker Elliott picks up the win.
Elliott picks up a $1,000 payday. Zane Moore, second. Owen Pitcher, third. Anthony Padula, fourth. Griffin Harris, fifth. Riley Satterfield, Cash Harrison, Zane, Charlie Wingard, Hagen Idle, Max Cannon, your top 10. It is time to get it on. $1,000 to the winner. No pro shootout. 30 laps. We are green out of turn number 4. Brandon Johnson's going to bring them to the green. Bryson Duncan's going to bring them to the green.
Duncan leads that 70, takes the 77 machine down into turn number 1. We got one up and around already. That's going to be that 22 of Bellamy. So we are going to let the caution fly on this one. And we got him spinning across the front straightaway too. Bryson Duncan going to roll from turn number 4. Green flag is going to fly. He's going to have a bumper full of the 629 machine of Daniel Cole as they work their way into turn number 1. Cole gets shoved out. Now Bellamy going to make that move. He's got him tucked up under behind him as we got one crossed up a little bit deeper in the pack. I believe that is the Tyler Gore machine. Trying to see if we can't keep this one rolling. And we got him up and around off of turn number 3.
We're coming back to the green. Bryson Duncan, Daniel Cole, Clay Bellamy, your top 3 as they roll through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Anna Jordan to the inside of Bellamy now.
Bellamy's going to get shuffled out of line. Tough break for that 22 machine. Trying to find a hole in line, but can't quite get there as Cole and now Duncan. And we are going to wreck again. Green flag going to fly one more time. Bryson Duncan are trying to survive through another restart. Daniel Cole tucked up underneath him, going to give him a little bit of breathing room now. But here comes Tyler Gore. Gore trying to get a 2-for-1 special. He's going to be able to get it done. He comes from 4th to 2nd now. He comes up to the 2nd spot, but now Nipper gets himself in the line. Tyler Seeley trying to make his move as well.
Duncan pulls away over a half straightaway over the rest of the field while they sort out that battle for second. A melee, if you will, for the 2nd spot as Nipper goes to the 2nd spot and brings Tyler Seeley to 3rd.
Mike Hodge and then Chance Floyd going to be your top 5 as they work their way. We got one lapper to deal with directly in front of your leaders, but it's Bryson Duncan holding on to your top spot as he works his way back into turn number 1.
Now you have to wonder, can Hodge and Seeley team up and run down your leader, Bryson Duncan? That 77 machine rolling out front. A little over a half a second the advantage last time by.
Gore going to go around on the front straightaway. Looked like he was trying to show his displeasure with another driver, and he loops it around coming off of turn number 4. Caution's going to fly.
Now to turn number 4.
Green flag going to fly. Duncan one more time leads his field off into turn number 1. They're not going to waste no time trying to get him off the bottom side of the racetrack a little bit deeper in the pack. Floyd makes a big move. Now Seeley to the race lead. He's going to make his move to the inside, side by side for the top spot, but not for long. Taylor Seeley, your new race leader now here in your Pro Shootout main event.
Losing wholesale ground is 77 of Bryson Duncan. He's going to go from 1st to pretty much last on the racetrack as Seeley leads lap number 6.
But one thing you got to keep an eye on, still a lot of racing here to go, and there's no telling what can happen in a no-pro main event here at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship. Seeley holds on to it. Hodge going to be 2nd. Floyd, your top 3 as they work their way into turn number 1.
Down the back straightaway, Hodge looks to the inside of Seeley, but Seeley slams the door on Hodge and Floyd as they put another lap in the books.
Keep an eye. Your big junior limited main event winner last weekend at Jasper, Florida. He has worked his way back to the 4 spot after going to the tail of the field. Clay Bellamy has that 22 wicked up and trying to make some moves. He's trying to track down your leaders now in turn number 1.
Down the back straightaway, Bellamy is going to reel in that 48 machine of Chance Floyd out of turn number 4. He's going to take a look at the inside. Thinks better of it, falls back in the line. He's going to save it for another lap.
Still have 20 laps to get it done. He's going to the inside of that 48 machine of Floyd. Can't quite get it done now. White caution flag going to fly as we got one set at the top of the racetrack in turn 3 and 4. Bunching them up through 3 and 4 one more time off of turn number 4. Green flag going to fly. Seeley leads his field down into turn number 1. Him and Hodge going to get a big jump over the rest of this pack now as the battle's going to be on for that 3rd spot.
Here comes Bellamy looking to the inside of Floyd for that 3rd spot. Floyd kind of sleeping there on that restart. Let the top 2 get away from him.
We've seen that a couple of classes ago. Steven Adams let that happen, and it kind of saved him. He avoided a big wreck out front. But now Seeley's got big distance between him and that Hodge machine as Flood and Bellamy trying to track him down.
Bryce Nipper rounds out your top 5 as they come around to complete lap number 13 as we approach halfway in this one.
17 still left on the books for this one as they're trying to track down the Tyler Seeley entry in that 86 machine. Now the battle's going to be on for that 2nd spot. Flood gets a big push. Now here comes Bellamy trying to make a move to the inside, but can't quite get there yet.
Floyd to the 2nd spot. They're going to try to reel in that 86 machine of Tyler Seeley as we got cross flags in there. We're halfway down, halfway to go in this one.
They have about a half-second disadvantage right now. Bellamy wants to see if he can lead this 2nd place. He thinks he's got enough in the tank of that 22 to track him down by himself. He's going to make that move to 2nd as they cross the start-finish line. Still 14 laps to go for Tyler Seeley out front.
Here comes the 22 machine of Clay Bellamy. Bellamy around Floyd. He sets his sights on the back of that 86 machine. Eyeball test down the back straightaway. He's going to slowly close that gap as they roll into turn number 3.
7th into the 2nd gap that last time around, trying to see if he can't knock it down a little bit this time around. About 100th of a second, 300th of a second faster that last time by.
Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Bryson Duncan, check on him. He's back up to 7th that time by. Clay Bellamy takes about another half a tenth off that lead for Tyler Seeley.
One up and around on the front straightaway. That's going to be the 105 of Nipper, trying to see if he can't fall back in line and just log some laps. 10 laps to go here for your no pro shootout main event. That last time by a half a tenth better. Bellamy trying to see if he can't track Seeley down.
Bellamy consistently knocking off a tenth, half a tenth off that lead. He's consistently about a tenth faster on the stopwatch. This time by eyeball test. Oh, man, he's cut over a tenth off of it. He's starting to sniff that draft down the back straightaway. Here comes the 22 machine.
Got 8 laps to knock down 4/10 of a second, trying to slowly reel in that 86 machine of Seeley. Rolling him in and making that pass is going to be way different. He was about half a tenth better that last time around.
Through 3 and 4. Once again, they're going to see 6 laps to go in this one. Bellamy under 4/10 of a second now down the back straightaway. They're going to see 5.
Off the backstretch. Bellamy running second has slid it off the back straightaway. Tyler Seeley now has a huge gap between him and that second place machine of Cannon Jordan.
What was 3/10 of a second is now 3.5 seconds for your leader, Tyler Seeley, down the back straightaway in this no pro shootout main event as we get ready to come to 3 to go here.
Chili Bowl Open Modified, you need to be in the grid. Chili Bowl Open Modified, your time is now. Again, Chili Bowl Open Modified, your time is now as we see the battle for second starting to heat up. One goes up and around. I'm not sure what driver that was. That's going to bring Duncan back to the 3rd spot.
I believe that was the 04 of Cannon Jordan, and it was. They're going to come to the white flag this time. Man, Chris, you got to think about what could have been if Bellamy didn't run off the back straightaway as Seeley sails down the backstretch for the final time.
Final time through 3 and 4. Just one more clean corner off of turn number 4. A driver that has logged a ton of laps here at Triple T. Tyler Seeley picks up your no pro shootout main event.
Tyler Seeley gets the win. Bryson Duncan back to the 2nd spot. Tyler Gore 3rd. Chase Kane 4th. Chance Floyd 5th. Cannon Jordan, Clay Bellamy, Terry Eford, Bryce Nipper, Mark Hodge rounds out your top 10.
Williamson with a good jump. He leads his field down into turn number 1, but he's got Bonner knocking on the back door. Now Sterling going to get squirted out of line. Brown going to get connected, and in this one, a big wreck down the back straightaway. Going to kick a lot of our leaders. Here on Sports Action TV. Brought to you by Straight Powders.
Out of turn number 2.
It's going to be Brown sending him around and going to cost himself big, but I do believe that Brown had a lot of assistance with that one right there.
Here you go once again. Replay on Sports Action TV. Through turn number 1 and 2. A little bumper tag here and there, and then Sterling gets tagged sideways, turned in front of the field, and really nowhere to go at those speeds, and he gets T-boned off the backstretch and goes for a wild ride over off the backstretch. So good to see Doug Sterling walking around there a moment ago. That Chili Bowl Open Modified Championships is green here at Triple T Raceway.
Williamson gets a good advantage on that restart. He's going to lead this field down into turn number 1. It's going to be him and Bonner, your top 2. Now Brown starting to put the pressure on him down the back straightaway.
Into turn 3 and 4, Williamson is going to lead lap number 1. As Bryson Murray goes to the 4th spot.
Allman got shoved out of line on that one. He's going to go way back in the pack, but out front, you can see your top 3 now as they work their way up off at turn number 4. Williamson in control. Bonner going to ride second. Brown, your top 3 now.
Coming around to complete lap number 3. Really no change out front as one goes for a slide off the top of turn number 3. I really can't tell from here who it is, but we're going to stay green.
I don't know what that driver is thinking up there at the top of turn 4. He's going to stand there and hang out, take it out. I hope he doesn't get hit because that is not a good move standing there right there off of turn 4.
I believe that is... Really can't tell from here who that might be.
I might be wrong, but I believe it's the 67 of Bradley Carter. But
that's exactly
as we go back to our lead, it is the 811 of Chavis. 811 of Williamson holds on to it now as he works his way back down into 1. Bonner going to be second. Brown still your top 3. Cole Johnson has now worked his way up to the 4th spot, followed by Bryson Murray.
Laps flying by in this one as we get ready to come around to complete lap number 8. We had one go around at turn number 1 and 2, but we are going to stay. The caution flag's going to come out for debris.
Coming to the green flag, we talked about it. He's got a new crew chief. He's got his old crew chief back, drawing the pits down there with Johnson and them. He's going to be tucked up underneath that 16 machine of Brown as we go back green flag racing down the back straightaway. Williamson holds on to your top spot. Botter rides second. Brown, Johnson, and Murray your top 5.
Williamson and Botter break away at the front of the field. Dylan Brown falling into the clutches. Cole Johnson. Here comes Fireball to the 3rd spot.
Murray going to come along with them, along with Austin Baker now. They're going to set their sights on your race leaders. A 0.7 of a second gap between 1st and 3rd right now. Botter rides in between them as they work their way off of turn number 4. 9 laps to go for Chase Williamson out front.
You know that 33 machine has some serious smoke bolted onto that machine. As eyeball test that time by, he is reeling in your 2nd place running Tommy Botter.
0.7 of a second gap still between 1st and 3rd, but Botter trying to see if he can't run down your leader one more time. One driver to keep an eye on. He has tracked down the 33 of Johnson. That's Bryson Murray.
Murray riding in that 4th spot. Austin Banker in tow. Back out front, it's all the 811 machine as Williamson pulls away with this one.
Coming to 5 to go, this time by for the top spot. Chase Williamson now has stretched his lead out to a 3-3 advantage for him as he works his way back down into 1.
Down the back straightaway. Botter losing ground. Johnson slowly reeling in that 2nd spot as we come back to 4 to go.
As you say that, Johnson falls under pressure. Murray makes his move to 3rd, sets his sights on Botter, but with 3 laps to go, it's all Chase Williamson out front.
This time by, it's 0.7 of a second is the gap from 1st to 2nd. Tommy Botter, Sands running out of the hourglass.
Williamson trying to see if he can hold on to it. He works his way through 1 and 2. 0.7 of a second gap right now between him and that Botter machine.
White flag in the air. Chase Williamson into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway for the final time. The MC Motorsports 811 through 3 and 4. $5,000 goes to Chase Williamson in 811. Tommy Botter 2nd. Cole Johnson 3rd. Steven Adams 4th. Timothy Holmes 5th.
Chase, we've seen the frustration when you got off the go-kart from the Pro Limited, but you're over-modified Chili Bowl main event winner. How are you feeling?
Awesome. I've been chasing down for 4 years. I feel like the last 2 years I've had the best go-kart, and something just happened, and I didn't end up winning. And thank you to all the glory to God, Matt for the badass tires, badass go-kart, Roy Whaley, Mr. Chad at N7 for the badass motor, Boomer for the badass go-kart, Nitro Gears, my awesome pit help, Dakota, Red, Uncle Dion, Wade, my dad, my mom, Mr. Scott, Miss Wendell, and Jessica at Armor Metals. And I don't know, this time to hopefully go win this $3,000 and drink a beer.
Well, Chase, you mentioned it just a second ago. This is one that you've been chasing for a long time. This is one that a lot of drivers have been chasing for a long time. Just take me through, I know it's a lot of emotions right now, a lot of excitement right now. Just take me through what you're thinking.
I'm ready. My mind's already ready for the clone race. Start deep in that one, so we got to have the tires right just like they were in this one, and hopefully we can win.
50 laps to get it done in that Chili Bowl Karting Championship. Think you can do it?
Yeah, if the tires are right, yeah.
Chase Williamson, your open modified main event winner here at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
Braden Chavis is going to bring us to the green flag out of turn number 4. We are racing Junior Limited, 25 laps in distance. We are green. Down the back straightaway. Oh, they're going to bunch up in turn 3 and 4. We're going to stay green. That's Chavis. Down the back straightaway. Clay Bellamy went to 2nd. Braden Chavis 2nd. Clay Bellamy to the lead. Braden Chavis second. Hudson Barrett third. Cowboy Carter fourth, and the caution's going to fly. And we're back green flag racing once again. Out of turn number 4.
I believe we have somebody that passed about 4 of them before the green flag ever started on the bottom side of the racetrack. Morris going to get tangled up on that bottom side as well. Caution going to fly. One more time, going to be up off of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Bellamy, Chavis, and Barrett get a good jump on this field as they work their way into turn number 1. Barrett trying to make that move around that second place driver of Braden Chavis, but can't quite make that pass just yet. Barrett knows the tail as Bellamy going to lead another one. 23 laps left still in this main event. Braden Chavis starting to knock on the back door as they work their way down the back straightaway. Nose to tail as they work their way through 3 and 4. Trying to see where he can make his move. It's going to be him and Hudson Barrett chasing after that 22 machine of Clay Bellamy down the backstretch. Bellamy holds on to it. Picked up the Junior Limited main event win last weekend. Trying to see if he can go back to back. And he's got 20 more laps to hold on as they work their way down the back chute.
Laps clicking away on this one as we're coming around to complete lap number 6. Bellamy, Chavis, Barrett, Carter, Staton. Your top 5.
A lot of racing still to go here in your Junior Limited main event. Bellamy has company. Chavis now up off the front straightaway, but still making gains as he works his way off a 2.
A little bit of separation between your top 3, but you see him there still fairly nose to tail as we work lap number 8.
Chavis trying to see if he can reel in that 22 one more time. He's going to throw the bumper to him in 3 and 4. Can't quite get there just yet. One driver that could be in the catbird seat as we got a wrecking into turn number 1.
One car up in turn number 1 and 2. Up out of harm's way. Still rolling. And the caution's going to fly.
Nose to tail through 3 and 4. Clay Bellamy going to fire. The rest of the field going to go with him. And we're green flag racing into turn number 1.
Back into turn number 1 and 2. Wheel hopping, spinning, crashing everywhere in turn number 1 and 2. And we're going to stay with it for the time being.
And the caution going to fly.
Got one stuck at the top of the back straightaway.
Bunching them up off of turn number 4. Green flag back underway. Bellamy and Chavis. Your top 2 as we work our way into turn number 1. One of them shoving out a line. Now Chavis going to get the bat into that one. Trying to make some moves up front. I believe that's that 21C making his move to that second spot. Stewart comes to second, but it's short-lived. Here comes Isabel Cheney to second now. Brings along the number 4 of Staton. Staton was in a wreck earlier in this one. Now they're trying to make their move for that second spot. Declan Willis works their way up to 3rd, trying to set their sights on that top spot as they work their way back across the start-finish line. Bellamy, Collins, Stewart, now your top 2. Willis rides 3rd. Staton going to be 4th. Barrett, your top 5. Smithies rounds out your top 6. No pressure right now as Clay Bellamy holds on to the race lead.
Bellamy, Cheney, Willis, Barrett, Smithies, your top 5 as the caution is back out.
Bellamy going to lead it off into 1. Cheney going to be in that second spot. They're going to be nose to tail now. Cheney going to fall back to the grass with that number 100 machine of Declan Willis side by side for second. Willis going to take that one up and around. Going to try to keep this one rolling. Got to keep this one rolling. Got to get her off the racetrack. Bellamy still holds on to the race lead.
He still was moving. And we're going to stay with it for the time being.
Bellamy holds on to the top spot, and now that one gets collected hard off of turn number 3. Bellamy going to bring him to the green flag one more time off of turn number 4. Back under green flag condition. It's going to be him and Declan Willis, your top 2, as they work their way into 1 and 2. We got one up and around already. That's going to be the 89 of Raylan Morris. Now the battle going to be on for that second spot. Here comes Stewart to the bottom side. Works his way up to second. Clay Bellamy holds on to it across the start-finish line. 8 laps to go for Clay Bellamy out front. Colin Stewart trying to track down your leader. The battle going to be on for that third spot. Here is Barrett trying to make some moves. Can't quite get it just yet up off of turn number 4. 7 laps to go for Clay Bellamy. He has survived through a 24-minute race so far. Trying to see if he can't hold on through a couple more. One up and around off of turn number 4 as we're going to try to keep this one rolling. Now Barrett makes his move to the inside, side by side for the second spot one more time. Clay Bellamy, Hudson Barrett, now your top 2. Colin Stewart slides back to the third spot. 5 laps to go for the race leader. Coming to 4 to go. This time by for your top spot. Barrett, a 4-second disadvantage right now for him. Trying to see if he can reel in your leaders. That last time by, he's about 2/10 better than Bellamy. He's closing that gap big time down the back straightaway.
Here comes Hudson Barrett. We come back to 2 to go. Next time by, this time by, they're going to see 2 to go. Hudson Barrett is there on the back bumper of Clay Bellamy.
Trying to maneuver. See if he can't get to the back bumper just one more time. He's got 2 more trips around the Black Widow to get it done, but Bellamy holds on to it. Barrett now knocked it down to .188, the separation between your top 2 as they come to the white flag.
Walter Tapp, white flag in hand. Bellamy leads it off into turn number 1 and 2. He won Junior Limited last week at the Kathy Lester Memorial. Turn 3 and 4, can he get there? No. Clay Bellamy is going to go back-to-back Junior Limited wins here, winning the Junior Limited portion of the Chili Bowl Karting Championships here at Triple T Raceway.
A 25-lap main event turned into a 25-minute main event. Clay Bellamy, a long, grueling Junior Limited feature right there, but you were able to come in and capture the victory. How are you feeling right now, standing in Chili Bowl Karting Victory Lane?
I can't feel no better. We won last week, and I thought we had a pretty good chance coming in, and Brayton hung with us for a little bit there, but I'm so glad that we had 25 minutes instead of 25 laps because my stuff wasn't going to hang on. It was really good, and the longer we went, the better it got, but still, it was nothing compared to some of them guys. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, and today we got the benefit of the doubt.
Well, either way, no matter how you look at it, if it's luck, if it's skill, you're standing in here in Victory Lane. Who all do you got to thank for giving you such a fast piece here tonight?
I got to thank God most especially. He's the only reason I can do this. I got to thank my dad, X Factor Motorsports, my mom, my sister, my aunt, M7 Motorsports. Can't thank them enough for giving me the opportunity to run their motors. Fro Daddy, Mr. Roy has a freaking bad motor right here. MRE, Charger, most especially, they do a lot for us. And Scotland Designs, Karting Keepsakes, Air Mechanical, CBR. I'm probably missing a few, but if I miss a few, I'm sorry.
A very ecstatic young driver here in Victory Lane at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship, Clay Bellamy, your Junior Limited main event winner.
Hobby 400 coming back to the green. Sanderson gets a couple car length advantage on the fire. Ronnie Carroll to second. Wyatt Martin in the third spot as we come around to complete lap number 1. Ronnie Carroll straight to the inside of Sanderson. He's going to take the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Coming around to complete lap number 4, Ronnie Carroll still out front. Sanderson second. Wyatt Martin, Zane Butler, Colt DeBerry rounds out your top 5. Hobby 400 coming back to the green. 3 laps in the books. Ronnie Carroll still out front. Sanderson second. Carroll and Sanderson create a breakaway at the front of the field. And Sanderson's going to compete to the inside, but not a good enough run. As we get rolling here. 4 laps go in the books now. Ronnie Carroll able to stretch out the lead over Sanderson now. Down the back straightaway. Got about 3 kart lengths from first to second, and we got a melee in turn number 2 once again. Back to the green, Ronnie Carroll. Colt DeBerry. Tyler Gore. We're rolling down the front straightaway. Still 5 laps in the books, 15 to go. Side by side down the backstretch. DeBerry. Carroll. Carroll not quite the restart he was hoping for. 6 go in the books as Gore looked to the inside of Ronnie Carroll going into turn number 1, but he fell back in line. So we come around to complete lap number 7. Pro Junior 2, you should be in the grid. Pro Junior 2, you need to be in the grid. Once again, Pro Junior 2, you need to be in the grid ready to roll for your main event. Hobby 400 back underway here. DeBerry still out front. Ronnie Carroll. Tyler Gore battle out front. Ronnie Carroll to the lead through turn number 1. And Ronnie Carroll goes back to the lead. Colt DeBerry second. Tyler Gore third. Jeremy Payton fourth. And Brandon Stegall fifth. Zane Butler riding in that 6th spot. As we just passed halfway, 9 to go in this one. Ronnie Carroll just over 1/10 of a second the advantage over DeBerry as they roll down the back straightaway. About a kart length advantage is your gap. You see a 2x3 breakaway at the front of the field. First and second broke away from 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but 3rd, 4th, and 5th has that line formed up, trying to reel in your top 2. Eyeball test through 3 and 4. It looks like they're slowly reeling in your top 2 as we roll into lap 13. Top 5 breakaway at the front of the field is 3rd, 4th, and 5th is run down. Your leader, Ronnie Carroll, about to hit the freight train through turn 1 and 2. Oh, contact in the turn number 1 and 2. Ronnie Carroll's going to fall back to the 5th spot. DeBerry to the lead. As I believe that is Tyler Gore in second. Jeremy Pate, Brandon Stegall Ronnie Carroll still riding in the 5th spot. Hunter Gonia, Zane Butler, Dustin Barker, Blake Norton, Jeffrey Martin into the top 10. 4 laps to go, coming to 3. Three laps to go. We're going to see 2 to go. Coming back from Flagman to Walter Tapp, high top the Triple T Raceway. Bullhorns going in the air. 2 to go. 4. DeBerry out of turn number 4. That time by. Fastest go-kart on the track was DeBerry. White flag is out. Final time around the Triple T Raceway for Hobby 400. DeBerry almost a little over a half a second advantage through 3 and 4 for the final time. Colt DeBerry will win Hobby 400 here at Triple T Raceway. Brandon Stegall to 2nd, Tyler Gore 3rd, Hunter Gonia 4th, Jeremy Pate 5th, Zane Butler 6th, Dustin Parker 7th, Blake Norton 8th, Ronnie Carroll fell back to 9th, and Jeffrey Martin rounds out your top 10. And we're back green flag racing here in Pro Junior 2. Clean and green through turn 1 and 2. Going to bring it back. And still green, so we get 1 lap in the books.
State holds on to it down the back straightaway. We got about 3 or 4 of them up and around, and those bright yellow lights are going to come on and then come back off. We're going to keep them green flag racing. Staten's got company. Here comes Chavis, nose to tail as they work their way into turn number 1. 5 laps in the books, 15 laps to go for your race leader. Knocking to the back door, Braden Chavis trying to make that way around Macy Staten as they work their way up off of turn number 4. 1 lapper to deal with directly in front of your leaders. Going to get them up and out of the way as they go around off of turn number 2.
Up and over turn 2, but back out front, Staten and Chavis. 13 to go in this one. 7 laps in the books.
Chase Parker, Zane Moore. Then it's going to be that 22 Machine Lindos. We got a battle for the top spot. Chavis makes his move. He goes to the lead.
Chavis looking to rebound after that Junior Limited main event. He's already put a straightaway over the rest of the field. As they roll through turn 3 and 4, they're going to see halfway this time by again. As Chavis comes out turn 4, cross flags in the air. 10 down, 10 to go at the line. The lead for Chavis, 1.551 seconds. As the Hebsburg, Georgia driver rolls through 3 and 4, is going to put lap number 11 in the books.
Pro Clone Heavy, I need you in the grid. Pro Clone Heavy, we need you in the grid. Got an empty grid down here. Pro Clone Heavy, you need to be in the grid, please. Pro Clone Heavy, you need to be in the grid, please.
We got 1 in the tires here off of turn number 4, the 37 machine. Zane Moore. And the caution's going to fly.
Up off of turn number 4, green flag back underway.
Oh, Staten gets a little high, wide, and handsome out of turn number 2. He's going to lose 1 spot. Almost lost 2. We got 1 around. At the top of turn 4, but they stay green. Coming back, 5 phalanges in the air. 5 to go, 5 phalanges for Braden Chavis. Here comes Chase Parker. And that 31 machine to the back bumper of the 94 down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4. Your battle is for the win in this Pro Junior 2 main event.
The Bubba Karting Concept 31 machine of Parker trying to see if he can't track down your leader one more time. First time we really got to talk about that young driver here today at Triple T Raceway. He's got 3 more laps to see if he can't track down Chavis one more time.
Chavis, Parker, down the back straightaway. They're going to see bullhorns in the air. 2 to go for Chavis. Parker, 2 cart links. The difference as I go through 1 and 2.
Pro Chrome Heavy, you need to be there. Pro Chrome Heavy, you need to be there. He has knocked it down to a cart link as they work their way through 3 and 4. He's got 1 more lap to get it done. White flag on a fly. Parker tries to make his move to the bottom side. He works his way through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Chavis holds on to it.
Into turn 3 and 4. Hebson George's win. Braden Chavis gets the win in Pro Junior 2. Good race there between Chavis and Parker. Austin Lynn's going to finish 3rd. Lane McPherson 4th. And Macy Staten rounds out the top 5.
Green flag back underway. Your race leader works his way into turn 1, trying to see if he can't hold off that 100 machine this time around. Murray tucked up underneath him as they work their way through 3 and 4. Trying to find a way to the inside of that 67 machine of Bradley Carter. Carter holds on to it, back down into 1 and 2. Now he's going to look under the inside one more time. Here comes Bryson Murray to the point. Brown comes to 2nd. Johnson to 3rd, but Johnson ain't wasting no time either. He wants that 2nd spot. He's going to come to that 2nd place now. Brown going to slam it down in line right in front of that 9 machine of Armstrong. Brown going to get sent up and around. I believe that was off the nose of Connor Pate. It was. And now it's going to be a big advantage for your top 3. Blues Creek's North Carolina's own Bryson Murray holds on to the top spot, but he's got Cole Johnson and now Chase Williamson trying to track them down as they work their way through 1 and 2. Williamson has slid his way up to that 2nd spot, sets his sights on your race leader that last time around. About half a tenth off of that Bryson Murray machine, but seeing if they got a lot of races still to go. 15 laps left here in your Pro Clone main event feature. Pro Super Heavy, I need you in the grid. Pro Super Heavy, I need you in the grid. 14 to go this time around. Murray still holds on to it that last time by. A half a second advantage over that 8:11 of Williamson. Williamson going to knock it down a tenth of a second. A familiar sight for Chase Williamson and his clone division. Done the same thing that last go round to the Armstrong machine, but he's going to have 5 more laps to get it done this time. He knocks it down even more, trying to see if he can't hold him off. 8 laps into this 20-lap main event, 12 laps to go, and he's knocking on the back door of that Bryson Murray entry. He works his way into 1 and 2. Nose to tail as they work their way down the back straightaway. Murray holds on to it. Williamson going to ride in that 2nd spot. Boddard now has rocked his way up to the 3rd spot. It's going to be him, Timothy Holmes and Cole Johnson rounding out your top 5. Tucked up underneath the 100 machine, not for long. Williamson pulls it underneath him, nose to tail as they work their way into 1 and 2. Williamson, Murray slides back to the 2nd spot. Now Chase Williams going to see if he can get some daylight between him and that 100 machine.
There goes Chase Williamson down the back straightaway, trying to stretch out his lead over Bryson Murray. All this happens about half a straightaway ahead of 3rd place running Tommy Boddard.
Seven laps still left to go in your Pro Clone Heavy main event. Pro Super Heavy, I need you in the grid. Pro Super Heavy, I need you in the grid. Last time by, the fastest go to the racetrack is your 3rd place driver, but he's still got a lot of ground to make up, but he's making it up in a hurry. 5 more trips around Triple T Raceway to see if he can't do it. 5, half a second to separate between 1st and 3rd now.
4 laps to go for the 8:11 machine of Chase Williamson. Bryson Murray slowly watching that 8:11 machine drive away as Tommy Boddard has a fishnet out, reeling in that 100 machine. Timothy Holmes rides 4th, Steven Adams in 5th.
He got to that half-second mark, and it flattened down on the 119 machine, trying to see if he can't reel him in just a little bit more as they come to 2 to go. This time by for the race lead. Williamson holds on to it. Murray and Botter trying everything they can to get to him, but not be able to get to him off of turn number 4. White flag on the fly.
White flag out for the 811 machine down the back straightaway for the final time. $1,000 on the line. Pro, clone, heavy goes to the 811 machine of Chase Williamson.
Murray going to come home second. Then it's going to be Tommy Botter, Timothy Holmes, and Steven Adams rounding out your top 5. Green flag on a fly. Scruggs leads them off into turn number 1. Yarborough going to be right in that second spot. It's going to be him, Hebner. Then it's going to be McDonald and O'Connor rounding out your top 5. They work their way through 3 and 4, trying to see if they can hold on to it. 1 lap in the books. Give it to Brad Scruggs. The first one out of the line is going to be that 75 machine of Austin Wyatt. Wyatt trying to get that driver shoving up off the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to get that done. He's going to send him almost to the fence. We're going to maintain this green flag. We have one up and around off of turn number 4.
Scruggs out front, only about a half a car length back to Austin Yarborough as the caution flag is going to fly here. Be right here at Triple T Raceway as the green flag is back in the air. Chris Williams, we're back racing.
Back under green flag conditions here. Brad Scruggs going to take that Phantom Racing Chassis Miller Power number 18 machine down the back straight. We're going to hold on to that top spot. Right now being chased by that 94 of Austin Yarborough as they work their way up off of turn number 2. They're going to be nose to tail one more time. Battle's going to heat up for that top spot. Hebner starting to put the pressure on Yarborough as they work their way down the back straightaway.
Into turn 3 and 4, about to put lap number 3 in the books. Yarborough's going to go to the lead down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to bring Hebner with him, but it will not fly because the caution comes out to Scruggs, a recipient of a luck award there with a caution coming out. He'll go right back to the point here.
Jeffrey, take us to the green flag. Never mind. Just kidding. We're going to be green flag racing into turn number 1. Scruggs holds on to it now as he works his way up off of turn number 2. Yarborough loses some ground now on your leader. The battle's going to be on for that 4th spot. McDonald under pressure from O'Connor. O'Connor going to try to make some moves, but can't quite get there just yet. 4 out front going to close the gap on each other. Now the battle's going to be on for 3rd. Here comes that McDonald machine trying to make a move on Hebner, but can't quite get there. As they work their way back across the line. 16 laps left here in your main event for your Pro Super Heavy division. Brad Scruggs holds on to it. Austin Yarborough rides in the tire tracks with the 18 machine, but not for long. He's going to try to make his move. He's to the inside, side by side for the top spot. Scruggs going to be able to fall in line directly behind him now. He's going to play defensive down the back straightaway. Going to bunch up the rest of this pack, pretty much top 7 or 8. Nose to tail as they work their way across the starting line. Yarborough in control of this one. Him and now the Brad Scruggs machine under fire once more time. Here comes Hebner to the inside. McDonald going to come with them. Him and O'Connor going to make contact. That's going to allow, I believe, the 145 of Mintz to come up a spot. One up and around. He's going to come to the stop as they work their way through 3 and 4. Yarborough, Hebner, now McDonald, Mintz, and Dwayne Wade, your top 5 drivers. They work their way back across the line. Coming to the halfway point as we have 11 laps to go this next time around. 11 laps to go, 9 laps in the books for Austin Yarborough out front. He's got Hebner trying to reel him back in as they work their way into 1 and 2. Halfway down for your race leader, Austin Yarborough. He's trying to hold off that 7 machine of Ryan Hebner as the caution's going to fly. We got a couple of them wrecked.
Back out, and we are back racing once again.
Up off of turn number 4. Green flag going to wave. Yarborough leads them down into turn number 1. He's got Hebner knocking on the back door as they work their way up off of turn number 2. Coming to halfway this time by for your race leaders.
Cross flags in the air. Halfway down, halfway to go. 10 down, 10 to go as we get ready to roll. Pro Junior Shootout, you are next. Pro Junior Shootout, you are next. 3-cart breakaway at the front of the field. Yarborough, Hebner, McDonald, over a half straightaway over 4th and 5th running. Wade and DeKemper. Yarborough stretches the gap a little bit down the back straightaway. Into turn at number 3 and 4. 2 kart lengths the advantage. As it No Worries Motorsports number 94 rolls through turn number 1 and 2. Got 7 laps to go. Coming back to 6 this time by. Pro Junior Shootout, you need to be in the grid, ready to go. Pro Junior Shootout, you need to be in the grid, ready to roll. Coming back to 5 to go. Walter Tapp's going to have 5 phalanges. 5 to go here. Austin Yarborough, Ryan Hebner, Justin McDonald. Roll through 1 and 2. 4 to go at the line. Fastest go-kart on the track that time by is the 94 machine. 0.2 of a second separate your top 2s. Are going to come back and see Popsicle Sticks in the air next time by.
Same pretty much track as last time. McDonald with a late race charge, trying to see if he can't get to the back bumper one more time. He's got Hebner to come through. It's still Austin Yarborough out front, his first race in the go-kart in a few years, probably about a year now. He's going to hold on to it down the back straightaway.
White flag is going to be out. Black sheer Georges. Austin Yarborough teamed up with a 94 No Worries Motorsports team. Out of turn number 4, $2,000 goes to Youngblood, Austin Yarborough in 94. Ryan Hebner, Justin McDonald, Robert DeKemper, Colin Richardson. Round out your top 5.
And we are big wreck into turn number 1. And the green flag going to fly one more time. Come on, get shoved out of the line down the back straight. They want to keep this one rolling, though, as they work their way through 3 and 4 up off of turn number 4. Give lap number 1, Aiden Massigo. Ain't going to waste no time. Here comes Williamson to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to make that move for second, set his sights on Massigo down the back chute. Side by side, here comes Pitcher along with them. Now it's Williamson out front. Clayton Pitcher rides second. Massigo back to third. Wise and Barrett going to round out those top 5 drivers. No pressure for your race leader, Spanky Williamson. He kicked off the day with a very big win over the rest of the Junior 3 warm-up division, trying to see if he can't go back, and we got 50-11 go-karts off the top of the racetrack in turn 1 and 2. Raceway up off of turn number 4, back under green flag conditions. 22 laps still left on the books in this one, and it's going to be Spanky Williamson leading this field off into turn number 1.
Down the back straightaway, Williamson, Pitcher, Massengill coming around to complete lap number 4. And we got another melee around. We got one at the bottom of turn 3 and 4.
Conditions here up off of turn number 4. Green flag going to fly for Spanky Williamson out front. Williamson leads his field down into 1 and 2. It's going to be him and Clayton Pitcher now as they work their way down the back straightaway. Massigo closes that gap to that second place driver. They work their way back down through 3 and 4. Out front with the breakaway, it's going to be Massigo riding in third, chasing after Pitcher, and then Spanky Williamson out front. Coming to 20 laps left, 5 down, 20 to go here for your junior shootout main event up off of turn number 4.
Down the front straightaway, 5 go in the books. No change out front between your top 5. Really, the whole field's kind of nose to tail for now as we work our way through this one.
Williamson now, or excuse me, Pitcher has company. Here comes Massigo to the bottom side. He works his way up to that second spot, trying to see if he can't make a move across the line.
Once again, down the back straightaway, still no real change in the running order. Williamson, this time by, is going to have about a 1 second advantage over that battle for second between Massengill, Pitcher, Barrett, and Wise. Rolling through 3 and 4. There you see second through fifth. Nobody's really close enough to make anything happen, but back out front, Williamson pulls away once again as we come around to complete lap number 10.
15 laps to go here in this one. Spanky Williamson has jotted out to a big advantage now down the back straightaway. Massengill, Pitcher, and now it's going to be Hudson Barrett and Dylan Wise working their way up. Now Wise way off the speedway, going to loop it around off of turn number 4. And that is going to bring the dreaded yellow flag one more time here at Triple T Raceway, but that's a very dangerous area over there off of turn number 4. Don't want to park another go-kart next to him, so caution will fly.
That is coming back to the green. Spanky Williamson, Aiden Massengill, Clayton Pitcher, Hudson Barrett. We're going to send it through turn 1 and 2. Got one around off the top of turn number 2. We're going to stay if we can stay with it. And the call, no, we're going to stay green. Stay green. Lap cart gets up out of the way, so no harm, no foul as we get ready to come back to halfway next time by.
Knocking these laps down as quick as they possibly can. Spanky Williamson holds on to that top spot. Massengill rising second, a 14th of a second gap right now for the 41 machine of Williamson. Holds on to it. Massengill, Barrett got one off the back straightaway.
Through 3 and 4. That time by Williamson. Almost a 1 second advantage over Massengill. Hudson Barrett, Jaden Stone, Anthony Legg now to 5th. As we get ready to go, 10 laps to go right here at the line.
But we nose to tail a little bit deeper in the pack for that third spot. Stone trying to make some moves on Barrett. Works his way to the back bumper one more time. Trying to track down that second place machine of Massengill. It's still Spanky Williamson holds on to it.
Rolling through turn number 1 and 2. Williamson has put almost a full straightaway on the rest of the field here. Eyeball test down the back straightaway.
Battles on for that second spot. Barrett to the inside. Stone comes with them. It's going to be Legg and Pitcher rounding out that rest of that pack. Now here comes Jaden Stone to the inside. He's going to make his move to that second spot. But still out front, Spanky Williamson holds on to it.
Big gaggle of carts battling for the second spot. As Stone now is going to go to the second spot. Clayton Pitcher to 3rd. Hudson Barrett 4th. Anthony Legg 5th. 5 phalanges in the air. 5 to go from Walter Tapp at the line.
Running pretty much identical lap times now. Pitcher starting to put the pressure on Stone. Nose to tail down the back straightaway. Battle for your second spot as Williamson has checked out over the rest of this pack.
4 laps to go for Spanky Williamson and a $1,500 payday. Can Stone and Pitcher reel in your leader? Oh, Pitcher gets squarely out of turn number 4. That opens up some room for Stone to pull away.
Battle's going to be on a little bit deeper in the pack as now Massengill wants that 4 spot back. He makes that move. Now Stone going to play defensive across the start-finish line. They're going to be nose to tail into 1 and 2. Pitcher has closed that gap again for the second spot down the backstretch. One more time through 3 and 4. He's going to throw a shot to him. Trying to get him off the bottom side of the racetrack, but can't get the job done. There's a white flag on the fly for Spanky Williamson out front. He's going to hold on to it. Now Stone gets off the bottom side. He's going to see if he can't yank it down one more time. He's going to hold on to it. They're battling like it's for the race win off of turn number 4. Williamson going to catch it, and it's going to be Jaden Stone picking up that second spot. Clayton Pitcher going to be 3rd. Aiden Massengill and Anthony Legg going to be your top 5.
Coming to the green here in Hobby 375. Tyler Gore, Ronnie Carroll, Colt DeBerry, Blake Tolson, Dustin Sanderson, your top 5 as we roll down the back straightaway looking to complete lap number 1. And we're going to make it unscathed through 3 and 4. We're going to stay green. Hobby 375 well underway now as they work down the back straightaway. We got one around and stuck in the berm. Announcer's curse once again as we got one stuck in the berm at the bottom of turn number 2. That is the 21 machine. And we're rolling into the restart zone. Tyler Gore, Ronnie Carroll, Colt DeBerry. That's 2 Colt. They roll down the back straight. We're going to come around and complete lap number 2. Ronnie Carroll trying to find his way around Tyler Gore. Colt DeBerry, Blake Tolson, Dustin Sanderson, your top 5. Zane Butler riding in that 6th spot.
Coming to complete lap number 3 now. Gore still holds on to your race lead. Carroll, DeBerry, and then it's going to be Tolson and Sanderson trying to see where they can land. See if they can pick up a little bit of pace to run down your leaders now. A big block for that 5th spot as they work their way down the back straightaway.
Carroll takes a peek to the inside of Tyler Gore looking into turn number 1, but falls back into line. Pretty even at the front of the field. 13-2s for both first and second as they complete lap number 5.
Keep an eye on that 3rd and 4th place driver, Colt DeBerry and Dustin Sanderson, trying to see if they can't reel in those leaders. They're slowly starting to track them down. They're using that 2-cart tandem. As you can see, Sanderson throws his bumper to the back bumper of DeBerry as they start to reel him in.
Carroll's a little high out of turn to number 2. And as we say that, Sanderson's trying to find his way around DeBerry. And I believe he might have in the turn number 1. He finally gets around DeBerry. So Sanderson to 3rd. Going to try to pull that line up to your lead duo.
Sanderson works his way up to the 3rd spot. That brings a lot of these drivers back to the mix on this one. Now DeBerry to 4th. Tolson, Martin, Beverly, Coursey, Martin, and Stegall all right there with that 3rd through 5th pack. Or 3rd through 10th pack, excuse me.
1.5 seconds the advantage for your lead duo out front. Back to Sanderson's. They're going to come back and see cross flags in the air. 10 down, 10 to go for your lead duo.
Gore still holds on to that top spot. Carroll knocking on the back door now as they work their way through 3 and 4. Gore, a lot of speed here today in these hobby classes, along with Carroll as well. They're going to be about a no separation as they work their way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway.
Ronnie Carroll's going to pull up to the back bumper of that 121 machine. 12 laps going in the books, 8 to go as Ronnie Carroll is there. Battle is for the win.
One thing that could play a factor in this one, they are starting to approach lap traffic. If any of these lap cars want to be stubborn, it could throw a wrench into Gore's plan now as he holds on to it through 1 and 2. Carroll was able to track him down just a little bit, but now Gore is able to separate himself from that 26X machine as they work their way through 3 and 4 across the line.
They're going to be coming back. They're going to see 5 phalanges in the air from Walter Tapp. Tyler Gore, 5 to go. Ronnie Carroll still about a car and a half to 2 car lengths back. It's about the gap they've maintained in the whole race.
Does Carroll have anything left in the tank? Is he's just sitting there riding, buying his time? He knows the laps are starting to click off here in your Hobby 375 division. Does he have anything left to make one last late race charge to the 121 of Tyler Gore?
Down the back straightaway, going to come to 3 laps to go in this one. Ronnie Carroll still can't really break about that 2 car length gap. He's been battling the whole event. Twin popsicle sticks in the air. Chris Williams, bring us home.
2 laps to go. Carroll knocks down that lead just a little bit. They're going to be nose to tail in the 1 and 2. Carroll's got 2 more shots to get it done. A lap and a half left here at the Chili Bowl Karting Championship for your Hobby 375 main event off of turn number 4. White flag on the fly. Carroll with his final shot to get it done. He holds on to that 2nd spot. Gore holds on to the top spot now with a slip from Carroll. That's going to cost him down the back straightaway. Can he make it up through 3 and 4? Not going to be able to get it done off of turn number 4. Tyler Gore picks up the win. Carroll comes home 2nd. Colt DeBerry going to be 3rd, Dylan Sanderson going to be 3rd. Then it's going to be Blake Tolson and Colt DeBerry, Wyatt Martin riding out your top 5.
Lights are down. The 2026 Chili Bowl Karting Championship is underway. We are green flag. Daniel Armstrong leads us to the green.
Armstrong going to have Timothy Holmes and Steven Adams trying to see if they can't close that gap down. He works his way through 3 and 4 up off of turn number 4. We got one up and around already That is going to be
and we got one around at the top of turn at number 4.
one more time. Green flag in the air here for your Chili Bowl Karting Championship. They make their way down the back straightaway. Armstrong out front. He's got Holmes and Adams knocking on the back door. We got one shoving out of line. He's going to go up and around and come to a stop. We're going to keep this one green flag racing.
One lap goes in the books. As Armstrong is going to come around to lead lap number 2. Timothy Holmes, Steven Adams. Here comes Tommy Botter to 3rd.
Trying to keep this one green flag racing. Botter has worked his way up to that 3rd spot now. He holds on to that 3rd spot, but he's trying to track now Timothy Holmes and your race leader Daniel Armstrong. Armstrong set on pole. He's got one win under his belt already, trying to see if he can't pick up the one everybody came here for.
We work down the back straightaway. Coming to complete lap number 5. 45 to go. 20 until we get to the halfway competition. Caution is down the back straightaway. Botter goes to 2nd.
Last year's big winner here up off of turn number 4, trying to see if he can't capture back-to-back Chili Bowl Karting Championships. He works his way through 1 and 2 now, sets his sights on that 9 machine of Armstrong. They're going to be nose to tail into turn number 3.
That Platinum by Chargers on a rail right now. Looks to the inside of Armstrong. He'll take the lead into turn number 1. Armstrong shuffle back to 2nd.
You can see he's worked his way into the 3rd spot, trying to see if he can't redeem himself from a tech issue earlier in the night.
As you just said, Chase Williamson from 10th up to 3rd already in 8 laps as Armstrong's going to go for a spin off the top of turn number 4.
He holds on to it. Tommy Botter in control as we come to complete lap number 10. 40 laps to go this time around for your race leader. He holds on to it. Williamson comes to 2nd.
Botter, Williamson. Now you got Bradley Carter up to 3rd as we stay green as Armstrong led the first few laps early, but unfortunately out of this one on lap 11.
Couple of the young guns a little bit behind them. Carter rides in that 3rd spot. Then it's going to be Holmes. And now, look, here comes the Squirrel. Doug Sterling has broken into the top 5. He currently rides in that 5th spot. He's going to make his move on Holmes for 4th.
That 86 machine wound up here. Started 12th up to 4th in 13 laps. As we steady roll on, your lead duo bumper to bumper, Botter, Williamson, they come around to complete lap number 14. Down the back straightaway, Williamson takes a peek. Nope, going to pull back in line. It's still very early in this one. There's 35 laps to go. As we are
10 laps to the halfway break. We're going to re-rack them in 10 laps now. Bonner holds on to it. It's going to be him, Williamson, Carter, Sterling, and now Timothy Holmes, your top 5.
No change out front as the 48 machine of Knopf calls the night, takes it pit side. Coming down 8 laps to the halfway break. At this point, drivers probably just hoping they can hold on, stay on the lead lap, and catch that caution at just the right moment.
Chase Williamson right now currently rides in that 2nd spot. Knows he's got a lot of speed in this one. The question is, when will he pull the trigger? He slides it a little high, trying to find where he's going to make his move around Botter. But there's a lot of races still to go here in your Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
Botter wiggled last time around out of turn number 4, but able to maintain about a cart length over that 811 machine. But don't look now. Bradley Carter. Oh, pass for the lead down into turn number 1. Chase Williamson goes to the lead. Botter falls back to 2nd.
That could be a big break for Tommy Botter. He's going to go into this halfway break. If he can maintain that 2nd spot, he can go into this halfway break right there behind Williamson. He can be the one chasing after the mouse.
Coming right to 3 laps to go to the halfway break, and like you said, that could be maybe a part of a strategy. You don't really want to be leading here whenever we go back green in the second half of this one.
I know most of these drivers, they do have spotters up on the stand. They're telling them what's happening. They want to know what's going on behind them. And with a big lead like that, it's very easy to just let Chase See if he can't burn the tires off of that one. Botter knows he has enough pace to keep up with them. He's just got to sit there and save tire right now.
2 laps. 2 halfway as they're going to see cross flags in the air this time by Walter Tapp. Lap 25, there goes Williamson and Botter. And the whole field's going to have to come through, see halfway, and the yellow is going to be out.
So Williamson going to lead it at the halfway break. Botter going to be second. Bradley Carter, Doug Sterling, and Timothy Holmes going to be your top 5. It's going to be interesting to see who has anything left in the tank, who saved those tires for that first 25 lap segment in this one. The biggest charge for that one was getting to the front. Now a lot of these drivers have got to the front. Now they just got to make sure they can make a charge here at the end of this main.
Just a simple re-rack, restack, and go back green flag racing. Chase Williamson out front leads at halfway. Tommy Botter second. Bradley Carter third. Squirrel, Doug Sterling fourth. Timothy Holmes fifth. Cole Johnson sixth. Austin Banker seventh. Cameron Leverett eighth. Bryson Berry ninth. And Bryson Duncan rounds out your top 10. 2 laps down, I believe, is Chase Kane. And that might be the last go-kart on the speedway. That is the 17 of Chase Kane. So 10 karts on the lead lap as we enter into the last 25 of this one.
Re-rack one more time. It could be a big restart right here for your Chili Bowl karting championship. Williamson going to get shot out of a cannon into turn number 1. Botter and Carter are going to be nose to tail. Bradley Carter ain't wasting no time. He knows it's time for him to make a move. Nose to tail for the second spot as they work their way up off of turn number 4.
24 to go in this one. You got to wonder, how patient can a youngin' like Bradley Carter be? Or will Tommy Botter and Chase Williamson drive off with this one and settle it amongst themselves? Doug Sterling sits 4th. Timothy Holmes 5th.
Botter knows his best shot at this one is see if he can't just put his bumper to the 811 and see if he can't just push him out to get him away from the rest of this pack. They don't want to bring any X factors into this. They want to make sure that they can just settle it between the two of them, but now they have Carter to deal with as he is pretty much the same separation between him and Botter as it is between Botter and Williams.
Doug Sterling kind of out there in no man's land by himself, trying to reel in Carter as he's pulled away from 5th place Timothy Holmes. So not a lot of drafting help for the 86 machine as of right now as we put lap 30 in the books.
30 down, 20 to go, and right now the top 3 pretty much identical lap times. The quickest out of that group, though, is that 67 of Carter, that Mullis prepared entry, trying to see if he can't reel in your top 2.
3-kart breakaway at the front of the field as Williamson puts lap 32 in the books. No change in running order out front as we stay.
They are trying their best to see where they're going to land on the speed charts. There's going to be 17 laps to go in this one. Now Carter losing a little bit of ground to your leaders. Did he burn that? Did he make his move a little soon? Williamson and Botter, are they just now starting to get their full potential as they know the laps are starting to click off in this one?
Williamson and Botter only go-karts in the 11-second bracket. Everyone else in the 12 O's and 1s. So 11.991 to Botter's 11.972 last time around. This time by a little quicker still for Botter. Botter's going to be able to reel in that 811 if we stay green.
Botter with a nose separation between your top 2, trying to see if he can't track down Chase Williamson. Mr. Excitement out front, holds on to it down the back straightaway. Botter rides in that second spot. Now Carter, a big slip on the 67 machine. He's going to go up and around off of turn number 2, 3.
A huge mistake for the 67 of Bradley Carter. That's going to settle it just kind of as we called it. Williamson and Botter, they're about a full straightaway ahead of Bryson Murray. That'd be Cole Johnson. Where did he come from? Fireball Cole Johnson up to 3rd.
I'll tell you where he come from. He came from 16th on the board, trying to see. He's worked his way up. He's won this race before, trying to see if he can't pick up another one here this weekend. But right now, his biggest hope is going to be hoping these two leaders get together as we got 9 to go this next time by for Chase Williamson.
Williamson, Botter, lap time slowing down just a smidge to 12.0s, but the rest of the field running 12.2s and 3s. So Williamson that time a little bit faster than Botter as he pulls away from the 119 machine.
Williamson works his way through 3 and 4, trying to pick up another Chili Bowl Karting Championship. One lapper to deal with. He's going to make quick work of that one now. Bonner dips back into that 9/10 of a second, that 11-second bracket, trying to see if he can't reel him in. 2:27 the separation, and we got 7 laps to go here for the Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
Williamson put a little bit more, almost a full 2/10 on Botter that time by that 811 machine coming to life at just the right time. A little bit of redemption on the mind of that driver in the 811 machine as we come back to 5 to go. 5 phalanges going to be in the air from Walter Tapp. 5 to go this time by.
5 more trips around the Black Widow. Chase Williamson holds on to it. Him and Botter now a 1/4 of a second gap, slowly starting to build that lead just tick by tick. Consistency is key here in these final laps of the Chili Bowl Karting Championship.
4 laps to go for Williamson as he slowly stretches his lead over the 119 of Botter down the back straightaway. This happens almost a full half track ahead of your battle for third.
Battle for third is going to be Murray, Johnson, and Sterling, but nobody's going to be able to touch your top 2. It's going to be Chase Williamson holding on to that top spot. Him and Botter going to be working through 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. 2 more laps to go here for Chase Williamson. He's going to maintain this lead down the back straightaway. He's got 1.5 more trips around the Black Widow to capture a big win here tonight off of turn number 4. White flag going to fly.
Williamson sees the white flag. Sands running out of the hourglass for the 119 Platinum by Charger. Out of turn number 4, $3,000 to 2026 Chili Bowl Karting Championship goes to Chase Williamson. Mr. Excitement gets it done here in 2026 at the Chili Bowl Karting Championships. Tommy Botter second, Bryson Murray third, Cole Johnson from 16th to 4th. Doug Sterling finishes 5th. Bryson Duncan 6th, Cameron Lambert 7th, Chase Kane 8th, Austin Banker 9th. Bradley Carter rounds out your top 10. Timothy Holmes 11th, Carson Holman 12th, Connor Pate 13th, Jamie Knopf 14th, Cannon Jordan 15th, Stephen Adams 16th, Dylan Brown 17th. Daniel Cole finishes 18th, Lane Rory 19th, TJ Reed 20th. Daniel Armstrong will finish 21st, Terry Eford will finish 22nd. 23rd to 50 of Travis Jones. Daniel Simmons will finish 24th, Jason Scruggs 25th. Tyler Shealy 26th, Chubb Shockley 27th, and Jesse Riggins winds out the finishing order here.